for one, 95% of the men, like I said, we all from the hood, right? We are what we attract, right? If we
Mm.
from the trenches, we are who we attract. 95% of these men raised themselves, or these men grew up in prison. So they never really had no father figures. The only person they had to listen to was a CO, right? So you get with these men that you try to change. You try to, you know what I'm saying? You call yourself trying to change. They try to, yeah, I got lost for a second because I was about to get real deep and I just
I
got
can't
lost.
tell because you playing. You playing
I
next.
got it.
Explicit is on you. Next. Yeah, she fumbling up here. Why do you feel like these women? Why do you feel
My
like these?
explanation is a little different.
Well, give it to her,
So,
please.
oh
I
yeah,
Let her
wait,
go.
because
You
they
gotta let her go. You
expectation.
gotta no. We got. Go ahead. Pause her. Go ahead. I'm
I
listening.
feel like women have made the dating game transactional,
Talk
which has
about it.
now made
Yeah.
men
Yeah,
very reluctant to
It's
be
always been transactional.
because
Let her
no,
go. Let her go. Let her go. Go ahead. I'm
let me
listening.
land. The
Thank you.
problem is, even though it's always been transactional, they expect a lot more out of a man than they're willing to give now. Whereas back in the day, even if you think about, you know, how people be like, oh, traditional roles. My grandmother, she didn't have to work. My grandfather, he paid all the bills. She also had 10 fucking kids. She also made a home. She was also expecting him to pay for everything in that home because she was making a home.
Mm.
So now women these days not doing that. So I expect you to pay for the home. I'm not having no fucking kids, and you still need to pay for everything. It's transactional, and I ain't giving you no safe space to fucking land.
Mm.
So when you come in here now, I'm not only am I not your piece, but now I'm a liability, and I expect you to do a whole lot of shit that I wouldn't do for you.
Huh?
And that's where we at. Like it's a whole lot of women expecting the men to do shit that they just not willing to do.
I
Okay.
respectfully disagree with
Oh,
all y'all that said women, and I'm gonna
oh,
say I'm gonna
well,
tell
go
you
ahead.
why.
We want to
I
know
think
why.
I think it's 100% men fault that the dating market is fucked up, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because y'all say these women's standards are outrageous and too high. Where the hell you think they getting them standards from? From sucker ass niggas that's giving them
Yeah,
the shit they don't deserve.
for
This
sure.
is why the dating. This is why they got these standards. If no man never gave these sorry ass women these standards, they wouldn't have them. It's thirsty ass niggas. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Sucker for love.
That's
Yeah,
what it
Okay.
is. They
100%.
got these overweight women thinking they thick. Girl, you fat as hell. You're
Mm,
not thick. But you got
yeah.
thirsty niggas out here. Oh, damn. Look at her ass. Just because she got a flat stomach and a big back, she cool. You see what I'm saying? She got a bad attitude, but you so thirsty and you just happen to have some
Hmm.
money that you gonna give her what she want to get what you want. And we all know
Hmm.
how women is. Once women get a taste of the good life, they think that's all they deserve. Point I'm trying to make is this: if a regular average female just so happened to get lucky and get a football player, now her that she think all she deserve is football players. That's gonna fuck it up. Men are not like that. If men hit J Lo tonight, we're not gonna wake up the next morning and say all I deserve is J Lo's. We live in reality, and so me and these thirsty ass niggas be simping out and making these women get these high ass expectations, and now everybody is fucking delusional. And I'm
Man.
gonna wrap it up.
Okay. He landed his plane. Next. Let me go because I want to get Corey is on you. Corey, take your phone off of mute, please, sweetheart. There you go. Give your
I,
explanation, or if you could refute that if you like, but I would love your explanation.
I just think that nowadays women want to be men.
Mm. That's it. Is that the
Yeah.
plane landed?
I mean, you just yeah, women want to be men. They want to have as much money as men. They want to compete with men. They want to be men.
Like,
So how
Oh,
can a man be a man if you trying to be a man?
hmm.
That's that's just what I think.
No, yo, Corey, I agree
That's
with you.
I mean, boss bitches.
oh
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, that's crazy. that's
Okay, she
that's
cooked.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
just what
now
I think.
That's
so now we got the women. Oh, matter of fact, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do this one time only cause all right, we got her. Go ahead, Big Mama. Talk. Get it out though. I'm putting you on all-star level. You got the cook. Ain't no fumbling. Say what you wanted to
I'm
say.
still gonna say what I had to say. I feel like women, their expectations are not realistic.
Okay.
Not every man has 100,000. They're not. They don't have that.
Okay.
They don't have that. Sometimes you gotta build it together. It's
Okay.
nothing wrong with building together as a team. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with sitting at the table teaching him how to do a resume or doing a resume for him. So y'all can get to that point.
Okay.
It's nothing wrong with that. And then as far as women trying to be men, sometimes we ain't got no other choice. Cause like my man up there said, some niggas is suckers. You heard? Sometimes you gotta get up and just be the man and be the backbone. Cause there's some niggas who not.
So may I interject for a second? Could you please tell me what would make a woman a man?
No,
No,
I'm
I'm
going on
asking you
what
a
she
question.
said.
No, I asked you a question.
Oh no, no, no.
No, no,
Well
no, no.
today's world,
What
we
would
can't be
make?
men.
Okay, so
We
continue.
can't be men.
So
We
how could
can't be men.
you just said, right? Because hold on, let me cook.
Mhm.
You
Go
just
ahead.
said that these niggas is suckers and they make women be men. So I want to know for you to tell me what qualities could a woman possess that could turn her into a man?
I mean, play the role as a man. That's what I'm
And
gonna say.
give
And I'm about to
me,
break it down. I'm about to break it
please,
down.
please do.
Doing everything,
Like,
getting up, working all day. Sometimes you out there. Sometimes she out there selling drugs her damn self. What you talking about? It's
but you,
women out here that be trying to play the role as a man.
so let
Girl,
me
where
say
the hell
this.
you grew up at?
I got her though. I got hold on, because no, let me cook. Let me cook. So are you equating being an adult with being a man? Because that's everything that you named.
No, I'm not saying that, but y'all know what I mean. As far as a
I
man being a
I
provider,
don't. I do
being a
not.
provider, being a provider, being a lover, being a supporter. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. That's why I'm asking you to elaborate because you said, right? I only can go off of what you said.
Right,
You
right, right,
said,
right, right,
you, not me. These aren't truth hurts words. You
right.
said that these soft or sucker niggas are turning women into men. And when I ask you to explain what characteristics would make a woman turn into a man, your words were, getting up and working all day. That would just make you somebody with a job. That wouldn't
Yeah,
change your
no,
gender.
no, I mean, as far as being there, being supportive. Like, look, I ain't used to this. This my first time
Yes,
ever doing this.
you're doing
Look,
good. We're gonna go ahead and ice her out. We can bring you back though, sweetheart. Don't fold under pressure. But this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. Don't say anything if you cannot back up what you're saying, because I'm not gonna play with y'all. Anyway,
Yeah.
for everybody that's in Hamp's not gonna play with y'all, and I can see my man Mac Maul's not playing. Isaiah, we're not gonna play tonight. I'm letting you know that now. Everybody that's in the chat right now, that's on the YouTube channel, hit the likes. It's the thumbs up at the top of the screen. Make sure y'all hit the subscription. The super chat is the dollar bill at the bottom of the screen as well. And we are taking all topics. DJ Hamp, I'm going to start with you because I know you're going to get this plane up in the air the way it's supposed to be. Who is to blame for the shitty dating pool in today's society? And why?
100%. I agree with Mac Mall. Men, right? We placate the women.
Mm.
Tamika, I love her already, right? Look at her smile. She don't know what the fuck she talking about,
Oof,
right?
my Lord.
Like as an example, right? Like, I want her to come back. Damn, I don't want to say because I don't want to talk
She
behind her back.
coming.
You know what I
Hold
mean?
up, here she go. Go ahead. Get your shit. She's back. Go ahead. Get
Meek,
your shit
what's
up.
popping? She said 95% of black men been in prison or some weird shit. It's 1.5 million people in prison for the whole country of 360 million people, right? That don't even make no sense to put that jacket on us. You heard? But I understand the point she's trying to make. Most of us are born with fatherless homes, so I understand that premise. You know, but but
hmm
but just like the stat being so skewed like that is ridiculous. You know, but men acquiesce and placate to women. You know, we don't ask for
hmm
shit from them. We told them pussy got power. It don't. It's just pussy.
right.
But we put all this stuff in their head. The truth is,
hmm
there's a hierarchy for a reason. But men have perversed it by giving men acquiescing too much to what women think, say, and what they asking for.
Mm,
I
mm, mm.
agree. I
Next
agree.
person, man. I think that he landed a plane. Any of the other fellas want to say anything about who's to blame for this effed up dating
Uh,
pool?
Me
Yeah, I
personally.
see. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
You
young
go.
brother. Actual truth. Go ahead. Actual truth. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like I feel like man, men for real. Cause honestly, bro,
Ooh.
the reason why I say men is because we the reason we pump these females' heads up with a bunch of bullshit. We do, bro. I feel like sucker niggas got so much pull on them, they can tell them anything they want and they just go for it. So when they get with a nigga a Statue of Liberty around this motherfucker, like a female who really make Donald's, nigga, she want a nigga with Ruth Chris. How does that work? You can't have that. So it's like the lies and the manipulation and all the shit they get from this internet shit, man. I feel like the internet made it worse too. When you got a bunch of motherfuckers on the podcast and doing shit and talking, it pump motherfuckers' heads up. So reality leaves. But when it's like
Yo.
people like us who telling people this shit that they supposed to be knowing, man, they look at us crazy. Like, no, I'm still gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Okay, well, I'm not your daddy. Go find that nigga.
Let me. Truth.
Yes, sir.
What's
Yes,
Aunt
sir.
name? What's your name, Aunt, that was just talking?
That's actual
Actual
truth. Well, not
Actual.
actually, but actual truth. Not
Actual,
actually,
yeah.
because I'm the truth, but actual truth, and not
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
No, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
think
No,
think
I'm
of
actual
on the
truth.
internet. On the internet, things get propped up, right? They get highlighted. However, you remember the term "happy wife, happy life"?
Yeah,
That's from the baby boomers, my nigga. Niggas been fucking the game up, right? They been
for sure.
placating. Remember the
Happy
song?
spouse,
Ain't
happy house.
nothing going on but the rent, right?
Yeah, I
You
know.
remember
I heard, yeah, I heard, yeah.
I know I sing good, so I know y'all got. So you know the other one. Ronnie told her, "Use what you got to get what you want." You remember on Players Club?
Mhm.
See, men been allowing them to
I can't
leverage
hear.
vagina over us for a long time. It's just now that the internet makes it loud and easy to see. But the truth is, feminism and all that, men voted for that stuff. Men pushed that shit forward. You know what I mean? So even from way back, we've been doing this shit. You heard? But I understand your point though.
I mean, at the end of the day, like there definitely are other factors in with the influence that women have that makes them the way they are. But at the end of the day, it's all men's fault because everything that's put in place for a woman to win is created by a man. Like pussy is the oldest thing sold. Let's keep it 100. Like before it was the internet, it was pimping. Let's
I
just
was
be
just,
honest.
yeah,
And
that's
so
fact.
men give these women these standards and be it's just like this. Say a woman with a wealthy man. She never had this before, and he telling her, "Man, you beautiful. You deserve this. You deserve that. You deserve that." And then she get with a man like myself, who's used to beautiful women that don't have to do all that kind of shit. And I'm bringing her back to reality. I'm a turn off for her because she used to this nigga doing this extra shit. And so
Why?
she circles herself around these kind of men, and she brings her friends, and then they all get tricked on. They all get flew out. They all without putting any work in. They just getting what they want. They getting a few dollars, and that be it.
But
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the part that you're missing is that this is less frequent than y'all believe. This is not a lot of women don't have this treatment for men. The internet exacerbated this shit.
Exactly.
There you go.
A
That's
lot
There
of
you
women
go.
there
don't
you
have
go.
access to these type of niggas. A
Yeah.
lot of women don't have ain't never seen a nigga with $1 million. Ain't never touched $200,000. A nigga ain't never bought her a Louis bag, but she sees somebody else on the internet having that treatment and getting that treatment, and she believes she deserves it
Like,
too.
Talk
prime
about
It's
it.
example.
delusion.
Yeah,
Talk
No,
about
because
it.
like
it's
Yeah,
the
prime
definitely
example.
Mm.
Prime example.
it's
Like,
the unlevel of inboxes. The ugliest female in the world get more inboxes than the average man. Niggas are thirsty. Niggas will hit anything.
I agree.
Especially
And
when you come from the hood. If any one of y'all from the hood, y'all know after 12 o'clock, niggas ain't got no standards.
So
They ain't got no
let me actually expound on what explicit said because that is the harsh reality. Social media is a highlight reel. And when you log off of social media, like she said, most of these women have never dealt with a man that makes $100,000 a year, which ain't no money anyway. If we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes of it, most of these women have never got a Louis bag. Most of these women are on Section 8. Most of these women, the harsh reality is they have to take what they can get. They have to
yeah,
take what
that's the
they could
fact.
get. So that's not even a topic. So what happens is we get on this social media, like the brother said, and these likes are going to their head. But the harsh reality is as soon as they log off back into reality. So these men, like, and we know ain't nothing new. Men will do anything to get the coochie. So yeah, I might wine and dine you for a day or two to get what I want. But once I get, Lil Wayne said it the best. As soon as I come back to my senses. As soon as I come back to my senses. And so then we can
post-nut
even
clarity.
go a little bit deeper into women don't even have the options that they really think that they have. And that's why the dating pool is really fucked up because you women will actually leave the dude that's going to do that is actually going to be with you, deal with you, and take care of you for this false belief that you got options out in Beverly Hills. And what you
Like,
don't understand is your dating pool is the environment that you're in 75% of the time. So if you are from the pork and bean projects in Miami, that is your dating pool. It is not the niggas on Rodeo Drive. It is
hey,
not the
hey,
niggas
Hell
on the
no.
hey,
boardwalk.
no, like
And-
an example though, like a real example. Like a woman say, let's say her man go to work, he come home, But when he left, she didn't have an attitude. But when he came back, she talking about some, well, I'm having a messed up day today. Whole time, well, I seen this dude on Instagram or this woman on Instagram. Her husband bought her a Lamborghini or something like that. I was wondering, can you give me a Lamborghini? But this is the delusion that the internet creates. Like motherfuckers be wanting shit that they man not even, in a tax bracket for.
Well, what you have to understand about a majority of women, and this is some deep shit. Women will have the highest expectations for a man that can't do it, but then get around a man who has unlimited resources and the expectations are dirtball low. So like when you actually get money, when you start allowing these women to be around you, they feel like it makes them look tasteless to even ask a man for money. I mean, with money for money, but then they'll expect a UPS worker or somebody out here making an honest living or a regular living. They want the world from him.
You know why though, Truth?
I'll break it down. Talk to me.
I'm gonna tell you why. I've been knowing this for a long time. Before I ran into content like this. I look at it like shit. With a woman, women always want the top guy, which ain't nothing wrong with that because as men, we should strive to be strong and big and better every day. So I look at it like that's what I want to touch on today. You just took my topic. Most women gonna deal with the high status man, the rich man, and let him get it for free because they already know that he already got it. He already got it. So, like you said, they don't want to come off tasteless and try to, you know what I'm saying, ask them for stuff. But after that guy who got unlimited options, when they finish getting, I ain't gonna say pumped and dumped, but if that's what you want to call it, most of those guys are gonna pump and dump the women, and then they come back down to reality and have to deal with the electricians and the plumbers and the average guys, and they think that they make those guys deal with the trauma of not being able to get the top guy, and that's wrong.
Well,
That's wrong because it's unrealistic.
The truth is that when a woman deals with a man who has money, like she dealing with a millionaire, if she's not asking him for anything, it's because she has something to prove. She wants to prove to that man that she is not a gold digger. She wants to prove to that man that she is not after his money. Even if she is after his money, she wants to make it seem like she is not because she thinks that's the way to stand out from the rest of the gang.
That's how
That's why she's not asking for nothing.
White women know how to secure the bag.
Like in the long haul, he's going to do more for her if he feels like she's not after his money.
Or she starts spending money.
What about the other women?
I think it's ultimately.
Or she'll spend money on him first. She'll set the tone.
Yeah,
women that like you gonna spend money on you.
I think it's only two scenarios that
she's gonna set the tone.
Bingo.
It's only two scenarios that make women humble, and one is if she like you, and two if she feel like you more powerful than her. When a woman thinks you more powerful than her, she get her ass in line because to her, you're a lick. So she gonna abide by your rules. If she likes you, she's gonna be naturally good to you because she like you.
Off the rip.
It's only the niggas that they know are suckers that they try to get over on.
Like for real.
Like real shit. A women know suckers, man. And just because you got money don't mean you're not a sucker.
How you differentiate?
The thing is, if a female
because real men carry real men aura. You could just feel it. You can feel it on us.
Yep.
I will agree.
You don't have to question a real man. When a real man step in the room, his aura is gonna say it all. He ain't gotta.
You can tell by the way that man walk. I will agree. And sorry to cut you off.
So is real subjective though, right? Because we throw this word. Hold on, let me cook. We throw this word real around, right? And like that's subjective because in my world you can't be real and be broke. That's not real to me.
That's everybody's world.
Shitting me. And so with that being said, when we talk about real, because usually when a woman is looking to manipulate a man, she'll always tell you, well, a real man would do this and a real man would do that, and they don't have any real men doing this shit for them. So like, when you say real, right? Because I'm big on words.
Yeah.
You would have to elaborate. What does a real man look like?
A real man is a masculine, stern man that got his shit together. That's what a real man is in my book. How I was raised, real men are stern. We come with principles and morals, and we don't break them for nobody.
And that man knows what he wants. I'm so sorry to cut you off because I like.
Well, the thing about it is, every woman
has never experienced. Let me tell you something. I have yet to meet a female that experienced a real man ever in their life. You could tell by the way that man walk, the way he talk, the way he carry himself. That is a real man. And I'm not talking about a real goon, a real nigga. I'm talking about a real man. Not
It's not the
materialistic. I'm talking
But
about a
see,
Let me
man.
go. Let me
but
go.
Just
but
Let me
his
go.
listen,
Let me
his
go.
listen
Let
to
me
me,
go. Let me
listen
go,
to me,
Mac.
baby.
Mac. I want to. I want to pass it back to you, Mac. Right?
Go
Pause.
ahead.
Because you and Tamika, I understand what y'all saying. However,
This
um
nigga.
y'all talking
This
just in
nigga.
case you never know, right?
This nigga,
Y'all
man.
talking in platitudes, right? It's a bunch of sensational words that still haven't been defined yet. You're
okay.
talking about aura, vibe, and all that. That's like women who go on these healing journeys. You ain't really saying nothing. You got to explain it to us and give us examples of how this man actually presents in the earth, not just the platitudinal words that feel good to us but haven't been defined.
Well, when I speak on
Well,
that, man, I just be speaking of my own reality. When I walk in a room, I own the room. It just is what it is. Like I get different reactions from women that most men get. And it's just how I carry myself, how I walk, how I talk, how I move. And
your
So,
vibe.
hold on,
yeah,
Tamika.
my
Hold on, Tamika.
vibe. You know what
Oh,
I'm
Mac,
saying? Like I
Mac,
don't be on no goofy shit. You know,
Mac,
I'm a
let's walk
cool,
this down though.
laid back dude. You know, it's just my aura.
Let's walk it
Real
down
man ain't
though.
gonna be moved by pussy. That's for sure.
Let's
Right.
walk it down though. Hold on. Because Mac
Okay.
said this, right? When he walk in the room, he get a different response from most men. So are you saying most men are fake if you the only real one in the room?
No, not that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
Okay.
is
Okay, shit.
and well, yeah, if you scared to be a man, you a fake ass nigga. Hell yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying. If you walking around pussyfooting, you a fake ass nigga. You absolutely right.
Right.
Men walking around, you can tell a man. Let's not play
Okay.
And a
dumb.
Let me
real
ask you a
man
question.
knows what he
Hold on,
wants.
Timmy.
A
Just
real
like
Tamika.
okay,
man
let's
knows what
switch
he
this. Let's
wants.
switch
Hold on.
this.
That's
Let's
We
switch this.
gotta walk. All
Say
right,
you
Mac, you
say you walk in
responded.
the
You
room.
responded. Let me respond. Let me respond.
Go ahead, go
Right?
ahead.
Because I'm understanding what you're saying, right? I know niggas right now in the Bing, right? That'll blow your head off for $20, right? He ain't taking no shit from nobody. He ain't taking no shorts. Are you saying that he's a real man at an instance? Because he ain't pussyfooting for nobody. So
he's
so
a
I
real
kind of
goon.
Being
understand.
being a
I'm trying to
tough
understand
nigga
what you're
don't make you
saying.
a
That's
real
a
man.
crash
Right. I
dummy.
was about to
Okay,
say,
so
just
but I'm
Yeah,
saying
that
let's
that's
Yo,
the
let him cook.
dumbass. He
let's
said
Let him
break
20
it
cook.
down,
bucks.
right? Because Max said, right? OG Max said, I'm not taking no shorts. I'm not taking nothing off for nobody. So Mac, I assume you do well for yourself. I like your hat and all that, right? In the middle of McDonald's, white boy call you a nigger. You knocking him out?
Hell no, that's not me and shit.
See,
I'm
that's
a
what I don't
check.
understand. But I thought the
What I'm
principle
saying is
meant something
being
though. You
tough
heard?
don't make you a real
That
nigga.
ain't tough. That's principle, right?
Being able to capitalize certain situations make
Mm,
you a real man, bro. It don't make
mm,
you a
mm.
man to fucking be a crash out. That
Okay,
Yeah, he
real
kick out the
men are
shoot.
not crash outs,
got
bro.
you,
I
got you,
got
got
too
you,
much shit to lose. You think I'm finna
got
turn
you, got you,
around
got
and fucking throw away all this shit I got for a
you. Yeah,
dumb broke ass white boy they call me a
yeah,
nigga? Come
got you.
on,
So
man.
now,
I'm gonna
so
check him. I'm gonna put him in his place,
no,
and
you
I'm
ain't.
gonna be
like
going
y'all
about my
choosing
Now,
to
business.
let me ask you a question,
like
Mac.
it's subjective. Everybody has
That's the point. Excel, you see what I'm saying?
a different definition
Yeah.
of what real is.
Mm-hmm.
It's subjective. What Mac is
Okay,
calling a real man is not what Hamp is calling a real man. They got two different definitions for it. I think y'all proven Truth's
What?
point.
Yeah, Mac. And so, Excel, to your point, right? I haven't even defined it yet, right? But what I'm trying to do is understand the premise, because when you say you ain't taking no shit from nobody, that doesn't manifest to where I got too much to lose now, right? Because
I
he
didn't never
said
say I wasn't taking shit from
principle.
nobody. I
I
just
thought you
said
said
when I
you.
come in the room, I own it. I ain't said nothing about being tough.
You know what I'm gonna have? I'm gonna have my people watching, rewind it back, clip it so they can see you say it.
I'm
Now,
past my tough life. I don't even talk
no,
like that no
but
more.
Mac, here's what I'm saying, right? And it's less about that, right? But more about what it is that you're saying. Because here's what happens actually. When people start talking like this, it's easy to disqualify men conveniently. Right. So whenever they don't like something, now they start calling somebody unreal or not a real man or insecure. When the truth is, we have to really lay this down so people can directly understand it. We can't just talk in a platitude because they use it as weapons against us by saying you ain't real because you ain't like Mac. You see, that's the
Okay,
problem.
so
It's
what would be your
basically
definition
like
then? Give
like
me
me
what would you think? What would you say?
I didn't. It's not my premise. You see, it's not my
I
premise.
think it's subjective
So
though.
basically you saying that a real man would be up in the air depending on who you are, is what you're saying.
I think we could define it, Mac, but when we speak in the platitude, like with the sensational words, it doesn't have a real definition. So whatever Tamika think a man with great vibe is, now that's just that, right? And she could disqualify another man who could be equally as real. She just don't know him enough. He just don't have the same aura. That's the
Right.
problem I'm finding.
Can I make a point? Because I hear dudes
Yeah.
talk about how real they are all the time. Meanwhile, they don't have no integrity. They don't have no loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm real because you out here, you grinding, you hustling, you making money. You might even be a family man, but you got 2 bitches on the side. That's not no real man. You know what
According
I'm
to
saying?
who?
You got a
It
kid
depends. I
you
was about to say,
dependent on taking care of your girlfriend kids. Like that's not no real man. You hear dudes take this term and use it so loosely. So we could all say what a real man is.
Right. So you saying that a man that's in a polygamous relationship not a good man because he
No,
got
no,
2
no,
women?
no. Polygamous means that they know about each other.
A lot of
It's
marriages
not,
they
it's
know
not
about the
polygamy
mistress.
when you told me that you was committed to me and you went and got you 2 other bitches. That's not polygamy. That's cheating. And it's disloyal and it's no integrity and it's all of the above. But that's not
I
no
just
real
don't think
man.
real
What
men.
but
Real
do
men
you
don't say what
agree?
real
Do
men.
you agree that everybody lies to a certain degree?
Yeah, of course.
So if we take that premise, then ain't nobody fucking real.
Huh.
Which again leads back to Truth's point that is subjective.
Exactly. And we don't even got to spend a gang of time on this because, like I said, it is absolutely subjective and everything in this world is circumstantial. When you really get, thank y'all for the super chats, man. We really appreciate y'all. For anybody that has a question in the comment section, make sure y'all get the super chats. That is the dollar bill at the bottom of the screen. We appreciate everything. This is funded by Out the Trunk Records, respectfully. So we out the trunk. We take all super chats. Make sure y'all hit the likes as well. That's the thumbs up. Everybody on Instagram, come on over to the YouTube channel, which is nothing but the Truth Podcast. And like I said, being real is circumstantial, all of that, a lot of this shit is just a poverty mindset. And I don't even really want to go that deep because we'll be on it for 90 hours, right? So my next question would be this, and I'm going to go from explicit then down the line. Let everybody get their complete sentence off, please. My question to you, Miss Explicit, would be, is marriage still the end goal, or do you feel as though it's outdated?
I think marriage is still the end goal. I've been married before. I'm not married now. And I would marry again.
Okay.
I know you want to let other people go, so
Okay, cool. Mac Maul, do you feel like marriage is still the end goal, or do you feel as though it is outdated?
Y'all don't crucify me, but I'm speaking from my own reality. That shit over with. That shit is over with. These motherfucking women out here, like, I don't see the longevity. I just see opportunists running around this motherfucker. So I don't see wives. I see prostitutes. This is my
Wow.
reality.
No,
I
for
don't know.
sure.
I don't know, you know what y'all reality is, but when I go outside, I see motherfuckers trying to smash the baddest bitch and motherfuckers trying to smash the nigga with the money. Ain't nobody looking for love, they looking for opportunity. So
So, DJ Ham, give me 1 second, right? Because I'm sorry, I couldn't let this one go. So,
On me.
a few moments ago, you said that when you walk into a room that you get different treatment from women. That's what you said. That is what you said. I don't know about the other part, right? But is it safe to say
yeah,
that before I go any deeper?
yeah.
So if you get different type of treatment from women, because I've always been a man that got different type of treatment from women, and so my thing is for you to say that all you see is transactional and modern day prostitution. Do you really get different treatment from women? Because I know prostitutes that wouldn't require me to spend any money because I get different treatment. They treat tricks like tricks, they treat suckers like suckers, and they treat dudes that they can get over like dudes that they can get over. So you said that your treatment is different, but then in the same breath, you say that all you're seeing out here is women that can take what they can get. So are women seeing you as a lick, or are they looking at you as that real man that you are?
Well, I'll say it like this. When I say different treatment, I mean when I go and wherever I go, I have an option to everybody in the club. That kind of treatment.
Really?
I don't have
Oh.
to worry about getting turned down and shit like that. That's what I mean. At the end goal, I'll probably get the ass faster than most niggas in the club. That's the kind of treatment. As far as being a longevity, having a wife type treatment, fuck no. Hell no. Absolutely no.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of
Could it
course you
just be
can,
the
sweetheart.
could it
Absolutely.
just be the women that you're attracted to?
I'm attracted to all kind of women. What do you mean?
You just
Elaborate.
you put down the BBWs and the big girls earlier though.
I ain't putting down nobody. I done had them all. I love women. As long as they real women, I like them.
Okay. DJ Hamp, how do you feel? Is marriage still the end goal, or do you feel as though it's outdated?
I think it is still the end goal, and we let everybody go, then we can elaborate further. But I think it is still
Sure,
the end
sure.
goal. Truth, yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Miss Big Mama, how do you feel? Is marriage still the end goal, or do you feel as though it's outdated?
It's outdated. I've been married before. I'm not a bitter ex-wife. We co-parent great, but I think it's outdated. And it's outdated because I feel like I see a lot of married people doing things that they shouldn't be doing, sleeping with other people. Even after they divorce, they still be sleeping together. So love is, to me, is not defined by a certificate. If I was married to you for 20 years and we've been divorced for 10 and we still sleep dealing with each other after them 10 years, that ink been dry on that divorce paper. Love is, it's just what it is. If you my person, you my person. A certificate can't define that. That's just me.
Have you ever been
Okay.
married?
No,
Yes,
hold up.
I just
No,
want
I
to
hold
was
know.
on.
married.
I was
We
just
we
curious.
we gonna get through
I
this.
just said that first. I
No, we
said it
heard you.
first.
No, I heard you. We heard you. Now, Isaiah, my good brother, do you feel like marriage is still the end goal, or do you feel it's outdated?
So I'm speaking as a married man. I think
Okay.
that for this culture, it's outdated. I don't think that this culture really wants to be married anymore. I think that, and I've said this before, I think Instagram raises our women now, and I think that everybody is on a hit it and quit it mentality. I think that if you subscribe to an older culture, kind of like what my man Mac Maul was talking about in DJ Hamp, I think that it's still the end goal. But for this culture that's out right now, I don't think that they want to be married.
Okay. Anthony Ryan, what's up, Brody? Talk to me.
I think it is. I think it's still the end goal. It
Okay.
just everybody want to date the IG models and the illusions of what they see on social media. You gotta put yourself in environments where people don't care about social media and you'll run into genuine people. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
To possibly build something like that. But your wife or your husband probably ain't on Instagram.
I
Or
gotta
take
ask
or
you two,
take it
bro. Can I
serious.
ask you two brothers a question?
Or
Truth
take
and
it
what's his
serious.
name?
Thank you for the
Truth and
super chat. I
Isaiah. How
appreciate
long? How long have y'all been married? Truth and Isaiah.
it. Me?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I've
Jay.
been married 3 years.
How long
I've
you
been
been with
married
your
5.
wife?
4.
4 years. So
Yes.
y'all met 4 years ago.
Yes. And got married in 4 months, 5 months, something like that. Yep.
Okay. So let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask y'all two gentlemen these three questions. Would
Absolutely.
your woman leave you? Would your wife leave you if you went broke, got handicapped, or went to jail? Would your wife leave you?
Let me answer all three expeditiously for you. When she met me, super duper broke. While I've been with her, I went back to prison. And I think that I'm a little bit psychotic, so I think that I have a handicap and we still strong. But you can go ahead and answer, Mr.
I'm gonna
Kelly.
answer all three the same way. So, boom,
Right.
I'm
And
married to my childhood sweetheart, so she knew me long before I knew money. Number two, since being married to her, I didn't been to jail and shit. She's still here, so we rock it. And then I'm a vet, so I am disabled. So when I be having them episodes, she good to go.
These women are wives for a
absolutely.
reason.
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna tell you why I ask y'all this question. Do you think any of these women out here that's available will stay with a nigga throughout all that?
Are you asking me or are you? Because I mean, I want to go in turn.
We
Yeah.
go ahead.
Do
So
you think the average man can go outside and find a woman that will stick through that right there with him for the rest of his life?
does that man have a plan for that woman?
No, we not add no
No, no,
adjectives.
no,
I
no,
asked you
no.
a
Because
direct
because
question.
if we're talking
Do,
about
if,
being a real
if
man,
you went
which I
broke,
was
you
talking
went
about
to
being,
jail, or your leg got chopped off, do you
uh-huh.
see any one of these women out here that's available now pushing your damn wheelchair?
If you are locked in with that woman, yes. Why
Answer
not?
straight. Isaiah, you good? Yo, Mac.
I
Next time, this will be quick. Truth, you got the mic right back.
go ahead,
You
go
heard?
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Go to the jail on visiting day, my nigga.
Man,
Shit
them girls
jam
getting
packed.
smashed on the
Hold on,
regular.
hold on, hold on, hold
Hey,
on. You
I
want
worked in the
proof of
prison.
it, right?
You ain't lying
Go
now.
to the jail on visiting day. Check them niggas JPay. They they holding this shit down in a very anecdotal example, just to
They got
answer
a
your
whole
question
TV show
directly.
about the shit.
Shh.
Okay,
Excel,
my
don't tell him
brother
that
just
now. He
come
don't watch
home.
TV. He don't watch
My
TV.
brother just come home from 30 years, bro. Okay,
Yeah. So you
listen.
know
She might do the bid with you, but she getting her ass smashed every other night.
you ain't asked her.
30,
Well,
You
30
just said if
years she
she
Okay.
staying
can.
with him.
You said what she staying
No.
by
What I'm
you. You
saying
ain't
is,
say
let
what
what
him
she
I'm
go.
saying
Let him
is,
go. Let him go.
this is
My
what
bad.
I'm
My bad.
saying. This is my point. The internet has made it so available for people to have so many options that these people are not sticking in for the hard times no more. As soon as shit get hard, motherfuckers start looking for exit plans. They start having motherfuckers on the side. Oh, he don't. They just make up shit. Oh, I ain't have, the sex ain't right. He got ED. He went broke. He went to jail. He abusive. He's cursing. He's this. He's that. It's not like, just think about this. Do you think you're gonna be with somebody for the rest of your life and not go through any hardships?
No. So can I
But
answer
this
the
is what I'm
question?
saying. This new generation that we're in now, they're not built for this kind of shit, bro.
So
As soon as some shit don't look familiar, motherfuckers getting up out of there. They looking
um,
for exit plans.
so let me expound on this because you asked me, right? I'm in total disagreement with everything that you're saying. These women come into it dealing with a majority of you men knowing that y'all ain't got shit, that y'all ain't gonna be shit, that the dick ain't worth shit. You're not even aesthetically pleasing. Let's just be all the way real. Let's not act like every woman is dealing with Fabio pulling up on a horse, making his hair go over his shoulder. Women are actively dating you men, knowing that you're struggling, knowing that you're trying to figure life out, knowing that a majority of you are going to go to prison, knowing that a majority of you, most of these men, 40 erectile dysfunction anyway. If we're keeping it all the way to the oils. So to say, right, and I can't speak for 20-year-old kids. I'm a 40-year-old man. So I don't know anything about being 20, but I can tell you a lot about being 40. Most of these women, a lot of these modern women today, they have jobs, they have money. The things that they be wanting these men to provide are free. The main thing is usually time. It's usually effort. It's usually appreciation. So when you hear men say things like it's all about the money or it's all about this, it's all about that, they're lying to themselves because the things that you think that you want, that she wants you to provide, you can't even provide it. These women be in love with us. Let me cook. I'll let you go uninterrupted. These women be in love with us, bald spots, pot bellies, shit stains in our drawers, nasty attitudes. We be broke little dicks and still be having the nerve to cheat, and they won't go nowhere. That's a disability in itself. So we gotta
I
stop
feel
that.
you cooking. I feel you cooking, bro. But when I speak, understand that I'm speaking from my reality. I don't know no broke
And
niggas.
I'm
All my
and I,
homies are doing good. I don't know none of these niggas that y'all talking about. These fat niggas. My niggas work out. My niggas all making over six figures. So I don't know
But
about
you
these average men that y'all
are any
talk
of them
about.
husbands? Do
I
you have
don't.
any friends that are husbands?
I'm the only one single.
I get it.
There gotta be some.
I get it. I
Hey,
get it. I get it. I get it.
hey,
For
Yeah.
sure. For
so
sure. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. And I just had to answer his question because, and let me just get into. I'm gonna land a plane. Women
Can I answer about the
are
marriage part?
absolutely, and I'm gonna give it right to you. I swear, and I apologize. I don't ever want to cut anybody off. Right? Let's just get straight to this. Um, we have to just. I think that sometimes we gotta really take a step back from the internet and take a step back and like really look in the mirror. I think that society, in a whole, flatters themselves. I think that society in a whole flatters themselves, and we out here in disbelief that everybody is doing this and doing that. And the harsh reality is, people have been dating people on their level for the longest time or beneath their level for the longest time. And I just wanted to say that. Go ahead, Corey. I'm not even going to be long-winded. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So what was the
Thank
question?
you for the
Is
super chat,
marriage
y'all. I appreciate
is
that.
marriage still the end goal? Marriage is still the end goal for me. I am happily married. Married my
Alhamdulillah.
husband. Married my husband in a year, and it's lit. It's lit as fuck. Would I hold him down if he went to jail? If he was broke? If he anything? Yes, absolutely. I'm not going nowhere. I do not believe in divorce. We know that women file for divorce, 70-80% more than men do, but every woman in my family is married. My grandma, all my aunties, my mom, everybody's married. So that's another thing that you can look for. What's his name? A
Mac
woman that
Law.
has married women in their family, you will probably get a better chance of finding a wife that way.
All my
Okay.
baby mamas married.
All your baby mamas.
Oh shit.
All
What?
your
Wait,
baby mamas.
damn.
Oh, shit.
So,
Oh, okay.
and now I believe that HAMP actually wanted to expound on a topic, and I got to get back to explicit because we're not going to get off this. Before we even finish this topic, everybody hit the likes, hit the super chats at the bottom of the screen. If you are on Instagram, come over to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is nothing but the Truth Podcast. That is where we are live streaming right now. When you get here, hit the likes, hit the super chats, turn the live up. So now I'm going to answer because I was actually the last person and I never got the answer, and nobody's going to ask me the question. So I ask myself. That's cool. I'm a one-man army, right? So is marriage still the end goal? Or do I feel like it's outdated? I say that if you are dating the wrong people or your options are trash, you are probably going to feel like it is outdated. And this would be my rebuttal for every woman or man that's 35, 40, 45, 50. If you are not dating for marriage, what are you dating for? To get fucked? What are you dating for? To be a 40-year-old baby mom or baby father? What are you dating for? Just to be out here existing? How could we ever take marriage off the table? That is the ultimate commitment. That is the ultimate flex. So for any man out here that is watching this, if you are actively courting and spending money on a woman that you cannot imagine spending the rest of your life with, in my eyes, you're a sucker. And for any woman out here that is getting flip-flop, dick in mouth, ear, ass, and everywhere else, and dealing with the bullshit that comes with a man, and the ending goal is not to lock that in, you are also wasting time. And that's me landing a plane. Miss Explicit, it would be on you.
I just want to say to Matt, because he said a mouthful. It's a whole lot of women out here who will hold men down. Let's start there. But it's a whole lot of men whose idea of where women are is skewed because of the internet. We're going to go back to the internet again. Because just like we said, how women see, men or see other women getting the princess treatment online. So it skewed their idea of what a relationship is supposed to look like. Men too. So men hear these people on these podcasts talking and how, men, it's tricking and all this other stuff, and how women are prostitutes and how women only care about money. And then every time I ask a guy, how many women have you dated who only wanted your money? They can't answer the fucking question. So why do you believe that all women only want money? You've never dated a gold digger, but you believe all women are gold diggers. That don't make sense to me.
Can I interject?
You see it online.
Who was that?
Can I interject?
Absolutely, sir. Go ahead.
Man, I think that everybody just gotta like who like them genuinely.
Good.
Like who like you. It's really that simple. Everybody want to try to go for the IG model. Every dude want to go for the baddest. Everyone want to go for the richest or who got the most status. Just like who
That's
like
his
you.
problem up there. That's
I
his
disagree.
Like who like you.
And I don't mean to interject. I disagree. Well, I
Talk
don't
to
tell
me.
We
Talk
have
to
to
me.
stop acting. Bro, have you ever logged off the internet and went outside? Like when you log off your internet, like do you go outside during the course of the day, Walmart, the mall, or anything like that?
You talking about me?
Yes, sir. I'm talking to you. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
every day.
How many motherfucking IG models do you see?
Bro, I see a lot of.
Come on, man.
I ain't saying like IG
hold
models
on.
as far
Big
as
homie.
on
Where
Big
you
IG,
live at though?
but
Big
it's some
homie.
chicks out here. It's
Big
some
homie.
chicks out here that look like
No, they don't.
IG models,
Big
the
homie.
BBLs. I'm in
Big
Atlanta,
homie.
bro, so I see the.
I'm in
Oh,
Houston.
yeah, okay,
Hold up. I'm in Houston. I'm in a
I see
land of
it.
I'm in a land of monster asses.
Yeah,
Hold up.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
hold up. Once again, I think
Yeah.
that we are giving these women wage. A lot of these chicks is busted and fucking disgusted, and you can't trick me with no big filled up ass lips and no big misproportioned ass. That's not the IG aesthetic. Now, if we're talking about just flat out gorgeous women, you don't see that often. I think that what happens is a lot of these men have champagne taste with a beer budget. A lot of these men got champagne taste with a beer budget, and a lot of these women would not sleep with a lot of these men, so they feel like these women are gold digging, but you have to pay her for her time because she's not interested in you. A lot of these men, because realistically, when I go outside, I'm seeing men with the BBWs. I'm seeing men with the extra slim chicks. I'm seeing dudes with the chicks with the bullet holes. They're not just walking around with the biggest, the baddest. That's not what's going on outside. Just like a lot of these women, all of them ain't sleeping with Idris Elba. They sleeping with the Tyrones and the Jeromes and the Stacys and the Chaunceys. That's the harsh reality. We got to log off this. But my fault, y'all. And I jumped in somebody's grave, and I apologize. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm quiet.
Now, I wanted to say this, right? Mac Mall's point and Isaiah agree that the landscape is unbecoming, right, with most people's behavior. However, it's always the minority of people doing the right thing, right? So just because we live in a perverse society doesn't now make marriage not the end goal. You see, we don't let perversion rule the day. So we understand what helps people get the furthest, the fastest is marriage. There's a connection between the most successful people are also the most married. Why is that?
Mm.
Right? It's an absolute transfer of wealth. It's an absolute what is it called? That for your kids, like for a man as an example, you have fatherhood rights exact right away if you married to that woman. You see, other than that, you have to fight for them. Now, 80% of us at 40 got kids. So now what's happening? Men are subject to the system because they did marry, they had these children out of wedlock. Now you got to fight tooth and nail for things, right? That you shouldn't have had to if you would have had the proper constructs in place. But don't ever let the majority who always does the wrong thing say that what's right is wrong. That just don't make no sense to me.
I agree.
So for me, if I could respond to you real quick, so I wasn't answering the question from like an ethics point. Like I 100% agree with you. If you're talking about what's right, what's wrong, and what we should be doing, like I said, I'm married. That's always been my end goal. But I was answering the question from the cultural perspective.
Okay.
Because if
Okay.
you understand culture.
No,
Culture,
I heard you, Isaiah. My
which
bad. I
means
didn't mean to
changes. You know what I'm
mischaracterize.
saying?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
with
sir.
that, like statistically, marriage is down like 50-some% since the
Nah.
boomer era. So with
Since the
being,
boomer era, yes.
oh, absolutely.
Yep,
So with
yep.
that being said, that tells me that culture has changed. My question is, as a psychologist, what changed it? You know what I'm saying? Why aren't we getting married? Why are people kind of doing more so hookups, baby mama, baby daddy relationships comparable to marriage?
Doc,
Just going back to you, if it's me, yes, my end goal is marriage. All day.
listen to this, right? 50% of people are married. You heard? Right? It's about 51 or 52% of people are married. But for some reason, we always hinge what the possibilities are based on the negative. Right? So that means half people are married and half people aren't. Also, for black people, marriage is up a few ticks. But we continue to focus on the negative aspects of things that become propagandized as opposed to looking at the things and see what we could do better to continue to prove that number.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Can I
Yeah,
ask
no, I
Mac,
absolutely
can
agree.
I
I
ask Mac
think
Mal a
ultimately,
question?
go ahead.
Mac Mal, two questions. You said you have multiple baby moms, right?
Yeah,
How many baby moms do you have?
5. Yeah, and they all went to college. They ain't got no kids, and they all doing good. I ain't never been on child support. Never
How
had
many
no
of them did
baby
you
Why
mama
they
marry?
don't
drama.
have no kids?
Huh?
They got your kids, don't they?
What do you mean?
You just said
My
they don't have
kids
no
are
kids.
grown. My
No,
kids are
Max,
grown.
she said how
Or
many
did you?
baby mothers? How many
He
Oh,
baby
said
mothers?
they
5.
got
I
5
got I
baby
got
moms.
5, but one of my daughters passed away. Yeah, I was in actually. So here's the thing, right?
Sorry to hear that.
So
Wait, I got one more.
I
I got one more
actually was
question for
in.
you. My last
Go
question for
ahead.
you
Go
is
ahead. Go ahead.
what is your type of woman? Like what's your type
As far as what?
in a woman? Like if somebody said, like, what's your type of woman? What type of woman do you like
Um,
to date?
I mean, are you saying that based upon you thinking like I just made kids with women that wasn't my type,
No, no,
or
no.
what?
I'm not even talking about your baby moms at all. I'm just saying you feel like marriage is not the end goal, and
No,
you had bad
it
experiences with women because they're like this and like that. But I think that it's because of the women that you're probably attracted to. So I
no.
want to know, what is
Actually,
your type?
okay, so actually, all my baby mamas are good girls. I have a type. They all suburban girls with mothers and fathers. They all respectable. They don't dress like whores. They don't shake their ass on the internet. They don't do none of that shit. My problem is the reason why. Because I was engaged to 3 of them. My end goal is to be married. So don't take what I say too serious because I'm speaking like he said with the culture. Ultimately, I do want to have a wife. I do want to get married, but this
Okay.
culture is not allowing that to happen because what's happening is I'm in a place where I'm a traditional man trying to build something with modern women, and it's not gonna work because most of the women that I meet are so modern that when they meet a guy like me, it comes off as controlling. They call it controlling because of certain things that I don't agree with. And which is my fault for trying to turn hoes into housewives. I should just stick with what the fuck I know, what I like, which is, the mother of my children. So now I have my 3 grown children, and then I have one 5-year-old. She's finna be 6 next month. And I tried to marry her mother. I actually was a pastor too. I became an ordained pastor, and I was trying to fly straight and do the right thing. The problem was her mother was only 24 when we met, and she had some growing to do. So basically, I tried to make a wife out of somebody who hadn't found themselves yet, and they wasn't willing to get on my program because she felt like she had to find herself, which was rightfully so. So I had to let her find herself. It wasn't like we broke up on bad terms. It's just she wanted to find herself. I knew what I wanted, and so that I tried it, and I was all locked in with that situation. When we broke up, I just didn't do it no more. I didn't allow myself to fall for anybody no more because I felt like shit.
So it's like trauma, basically.
No, it's not trauma at all. I'm not traumatized, baby. Why would you think that's trauma? Why would a lesson learned be trauma?
I mean, you just kind of made it sound like trauma. Am
No,
I
that's
am
how
I
you
wrong? Yeah,
took it.
did it sound like
No, that's how
you
you
said had a
why
bad
do
experience with her? You said you
no
had a
what
bad
I'm
experience
saying
with
is
her, and now you feel like you don't want to love her, basically.
no, what I'm saying is why does when every time a man goes through some things or explains his situation, he got to be traumatized? I don't
It's
get that. Like,
anybody. That's
well,
anybody.
no, no, that's
Bad
not because
experience.
everybody is not traumatized. Certain people learn lessons in life. It's not trauma. It's just a lesson learned. It's not trauma. Everybody's not fucked up in the head. Okay, it's just a lesson learned. Nothing
Trauma
more, nothing
occurs
less.
when someone experiences intense fear, helplessness, or horror in response to overwhelming events or circumstances.
I literally just told you we didn't break up on a bad note. I literally just said that.
So,
So
so
where's
you
the
are so
trauma?
you are open to being married again, then.
Absolutely, yeah. What I'm telling you, I'm agreeing with the brother in the bottom. This culture is not, I'll say the circle that I be in, okay? Because I'm not in everybody's circle. It's
It's
eight,
like a
nine
hookup
people on this
culture,
panel.
right?
I'm not in
You
y'all
know,
circle, so I don't know what y'all see on a regular basis. Just like Truth said, how many IG models do you see on a regular basis? I see a lot, but I see about 98% of regular people. My,
But I
with my
also
but
regular
what
life.
about the women that just
big
want to
who
be
are
married but don't
married.
want to be wives?
Well,
That's big.
What?
this is
And
why I'm
that's why
single.
I said what I
They just
said.
want the wedding. That's
They
right.
just want to take nice Instagram pictures. They just want the rock, but they don't want to be wives. That's why I said I was a wife. I cooked 7 days a week. I birthed his children. I did his two bids. We hustled in the streets together. I worked while he was in prison. I helped take care of his family while he was in prison. He came home. He cheated. He did wrong. I took him back. He'll buy me another ring. I take him back and still mess with him. So I'm not bitter. I'm not heartbroken. I believe in love. I love love.
I noticed that she
But
didn't
it's you
tell
under,
you
but
you was
but it's like
traumatized like
if
she
I
told
meet
me
into
though.
that person, if I meet that
I
person
noticed that she
and we
swayed
rock,
away from calling you
so I
traumatized
get
though.
what you're saying. So
You
I'm
broke
not
up on a
trauma.
bad
You know what
note.
I'm
I
saying?
didn't.
No, we didn't. You didn't hear what I said. We co-parent great. We're great friends. Actually, I think we're better as friends as we was husband and wife. We get along
So he
great.
didn't
I
cheat.
was
We
just
have a
about to
son
ask
that's
her
in college.
what was the straw? Like, what was the straw that made you want to divorce?
It just was like, all right, what you gonna keep letting a nigga fuck on you, or you gonna get up and you gonna keep it moving?
Right. So where's the traumatized? Why you didn't say she was traumatized? Me and my BM just split on a good note.
Right,
So
but I'm not.
For
I'm gonna
look
tell you how it was. I
the
actually
fact that
paid
you
my
keep
baby
saying
mama
something
rent
about that
6 months when I
so
left.
the fact that the word trauma is
one
so
second.
Triggering.
detrimental for you, let me know that you might be a little traumatized, and
No,
it's
I don't think
okay.
he's. No, no. You know what, sis? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's traumatized.
So hold on, just 1 second before we go a little deeper, right? Because we cooking. This is entertaining. I want you guys to hit the likes. I'm gonna bring y'all back up. Tamika, I got you. Just chill. I want y'all guys to hit the likes. I want y'all to hit the super chats. Turn it up, man. Show my man DJ him some love.
Hey,
If you like what's going on tonight, if
yeah,
you're
it's
on
no wine.
Instagram, come over to the YouTube
Can
channel.
you
The
hear me?
YouTube channel is nothing but
Can you put me
the
some more wine
truth
in here?
podcast. Is nothing but the truth podcast. All right, now that we got that out the way, we are going to continue with this conversation. And so we were talking about traumatized. And Tiffany, what's up? Mel, the specialist, what's up? Let me make sure I muted everybody or whatever the case may be. So I just wanted to say this. Make sure y'all hit the likes. It's the thumb up at the top of the screen. Hit the super chats as well. Turn this shit up if y'all like the live, man. We in here. We gonna talk about it tonight.
Turn it
So we
up.
talked about so we talked about traumatized, and but the word that's triggered me because I'm triggered now. I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie. You said that you and your ex. Hold on, somebody's shit is like making a chat staticky. I don't like that. Hold on, let me find out who that is. All right, so you said that you and your ex are friends. The one that cheated, you did the bids, you were the wife to.
My ex husband, he was
Yes,
all I knew. I was with him since I was 16 years old. He was all I
right.
knew.
And so you said that you guys are friends. And so my
Well,
question, let me,
go,
and I'll
go
let
ahead,
you
go ahead,
go.
yeah.
Thank you,
Go ahead, go
right?
ahead, go ahead.
So you said that you guys are friends, and I want to know how is that possible?
Well, for one, we have two children. We have, our oldest son is in college. He's all American in football and track. And then we have another son that's a running back that's doing well. He didn't allow what we went through stop him from being the father that he was. I divorced him for being a bad husband, not a bad father.
So
Our
I
relationship, wait, let me finish.
hmm hmm
As we got older, remember, I was 16, he was 19, we were kids. We got married, I was 20, 21, 22. I'm 40.
okay.
As we got older, we learned communication. We come from a place where communication wasn't a thing in our household. Remember, when we used to talk back, we was that was called being disrespectful, right? Black household. So now we learning communication as we're getting older. We're learning things. We're learning how to be parents because man, we learn in life. We grew up fast as kids, being adults, playing house. But we
So
had
I,
a certificate, we had a ring.
right.
But I felt like as we got older and we split, we learned
What
to
age
just
did you split?
communicate.
What age did you split?
32.
8 years ago. So you weren't kids when you decided to split, and you didn't split because the relationship was perfect. You split on bad terms. It wasn't like
I
you
mean, it was
split
a divorce, and
right.
but
And
it
so
was time. We knew. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. I'm
and,
sorry.
and no, and so when because this is the thing, I listen at a really high level, and so when
Yeah,
we
go
started
ahead.
this, you said that you could not imagine being married again. So do you think that you are traumatized? Because you said that you weren't, but would it be fair
I,
to say that you are
I,
traumatized? Because
I,
if let me finish,
go
because
ahead.
if you were married, right? And the
Yes.
marriage was successful and the marriage was perfect and you would have just grown apart, don't you think you might be open to trying it again because the experience of marriage was amazing. That's like you having sex. And the first time that you have sex, it's
Hmm.
traumatic. It would probably hinder that process, right? Like if the first time you have sex with a man and he takes your virginity and he put an arm in you and he's rough and he chokes you and you're like, whoa, I don't want to do this again for quite some time because even though I might not want to believe it, I'm traumatized versus somebody taking their time and he's kissing your neck and he made it special and he licked your toes
Hmm.
and he bought you a car and he put a ring on you versus you dealt with trauma. And you didn't leave him as a kid, you left him as a 32-year-old woman.
Yeah, but I was gonna marry somebody again
I
a
don't hear
couple of years
Corey
ago.
saying nothing.
Oh,
No,
oh,
I was a yeah.
oh.
I'm
So,
listen.
oh, so the
That's what I'm trying to
second,
explain.
so the second proposal was what traumatized you.
No, I'm not
Okay, cool, cool,
traumatized.
cool. Okay,
Why?
cool.
Why is it that when
Okay.
people
Oh,
decide
cool,
what they
cool,
are
cool.
in,
So we're gonna get to the next. My fault, Hamp. I know you wanted to say something. Nah, cool.
Nah, it just interesting, man. Tamika, go ahead and unmute if you don't mind.
She's unmuted.
I just think that I find it very
Meek,
interesting and ironic that
Meek,
if we,
don't worry about it. Let me ask you some questions. You
yes,
know I
sir,
love you, right? First and foremost.
I do
The locks hat is crazy. So
fire.
tell us about your behavior during this relationship. I noticed you hit that nigga with a honey bun after honey bun
Oh,
after honey bun.
listen,
You
I
ain't tell us
bust
what
them
you
in the
was doing.
head.
We need to
This
know.
is
Go
what
ahead.
I'm trying to tell you.
Talk your shit.
I wasn't. I started out as a great wife.
How you
Of
know?
course, I did. I
At
cooked
16?
7 days. No, we got married at 21. We started going together when we were 16.
Okay, cool. Thank you for the
Uh,
super chat, Andy. My fault. Go ahead.
um, I think I could have been a better wife to him. I could have been more supportive to him because he started out young in the streets, right? And young men, of course, we always go back to that. Like, I don't think he really knew what love was, unconditional, especially unconditional love. He kind of he
No,
did.
no,
I
no, no,
know
no.
for a
We don't want
fact.
to hear about him. Let's talk
No,
about
so
you.
but
How he
that's what I'm
don't know
saying. That's where I
unconditional
messed up
love if
at.
you
I
left
think
him?
that no, we talk about his upbringing, sir.
But you left
and,
him
and
though.
where I messed up, no, I messed up. I could have been more supportive. I could have been more understanding. I could have sat down and talked more instead of, why you doing these things and you coming in the house intoxicated all the time instead of asking why you drinking so like why you drinking a lot, like what's going on. I was busting him in the head with vases because I thought he was out with women because that was a thing. Sometimes he'll do it, sometimes he won't. You never know with that nigga. But I felt like I could have been a better wife and a better friend.
So you
I
was
forgot. I
so you
forgot
was
to
So
be
you
his
was
physically
friend.
abusive.
abusing. You was physically
I knew y'all was
abusing.
gonna say that.
You abusive. He should have
I
left
was
your ass.
waiting.
See, I
I
never
forgot
went
to
through none
be
of this
his
shit. You see what I'm
friend.
saying? Why you not calling her traumatized? I never went through none of this
She
shit.
not traumatized.
He
Her
said I whooped his
ex-husband is
ass and I forgot to
traumatized.
be his friend.
Listen,
He's
I never went through
listen.
none of
traumatized.
this shit.
He
Bullshit.
might
She's
be
good. She's all
he
right.
might be
Her
Hey
husband
traumatized.
is
yo,
traumatized.
he said I
I
whooped
was
You
his
can't
waiting.
ass.
make
I
this
knew
shit
y'all
up.
was gonna call
Yeah,
that shit out. I was
yeah,
waiting.
I'm
He's
yeah.
a
just saying
man
because I
beater.
don't have any issues with none of my children's mothers. We have a
No,
great
we
co-parenting.
great.
Like I said,
Listen,
my daughters are in college.
my
My
son
son
is
drive
too.
trucks. Everybody's
Right.
doing good, and I got
Everybody's doing
stand-up
good
kids.
over here. And I
So
can't, he's even doing well for himself. He's
Yeah,
Okay.
not
but
in the
see that,
streets. He
but I
Yes,
owns his
sir.
never,
smoke shop.
but I
Yes, sir.
never,
Yes,
I
sir.
never.
What are you trying to say, DJ Hamp? I couldn't hear you.
well, no, just real quick. Look how disgusting the world is, right?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
My man got hit with a vase and all that, right?
Hmm.
We laughed about it. What if the
I didn't think it
role?
was funny. No,
I
I didn't
know,
think
no.
it
I'm
was.
saying
I'm
we as
traumatized. She
we
traumatized me.
yeah, we try to be inclusive just for the sake of the conversation,
For
right?
sure. For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, if Tamika would have said she got hit in the head with a vase, what would have happened?
Everybody
Oh
be like,
man.
"Oh man,
Hush over the
yeah."
Absolutely.
room. That's the devaluing, right? And
Right.
that's why
Absolutely.
OG Mac and I had to go back and forth about what's a good man and all that because the devaluing of men is seen each and every day, all the times, even shit like that. Because
And
that
he
Fact.
shit
never hit me
crazy.
back. Sorry, DJ. I just wanted to let you know that
Yeah.
he never put his
Nah,
hands
I
on
know.
me.
Yeah, you would have said that. You would have said that. You know what I
But
mean?
that's
That
why
Never
was
put
you.
his
like,
hands on
yeah,
me.
That's why you
you
kept
know.
busting him in the head though. That's why, because he wasn't fighting back.
So
That's why you.
it
Crazy
wouldn't
work.
stop cheating.
All right, but how does? But this is my thing, right? And to piggyback off what Ham said, how does cheating equate to you putting your hands on me? How?
It
Like
doesn't.
how?
Because
Like,
It
I
doesn't.
understand. I'm sorry. Go.
but no, I just want to know. Like, tell me. So I stick my penis in somebody. You hit me with a weapon. How do those two correlate? I don't get it. Like
Because
how do?
well, one, I took vows. I took vows. I'm your wife. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not. No, I'm your wife. I'm
So you,
home.
but you're
I'm
not.
doing right.
You are a listen. You are very elusive with these questions. My
Do you
question is
have any sons?
extremely.
Do you
No,
have sons?
of
Yeah, two
course I have
sons.
sons, and they stay in the room right now. One just got off work. I have
Would
two
you be
sons.
okay with a woman beating them with a vase?
Listen,
No, fuck
you
no.
can't
Stop it.
ask
You're
me
a
no
black
question
mom
like
from the.
that
You're a
because I
black
just
mom
told
from
you.
the trenches. You're not letting nobody hit your son.
If
Don't
I
get up
just
here playing
told
around.
you already know I ain't letting nobody put
Okay
their
then.
hands
So
on my
so
son.
so why wait to say it then? Just come
Hello.
out and say it. Stop playing.
Crazy
Anyway,
work.
hold on one second. We got Tiffany and we didn't let Tiffany say not one thing. Welcome to the chat. I'm glad to have you here. How you doing this evening,
What's up,
Tiffany?
Tiffany?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Life is stupendous. How can we help you this evening?
I was just listening and observing, and I don't even know. Yo, I feel I'm kind of along with her. I got married at an early age. I met my ex-husband when I was 16. We got married when I was 18. Um, I rocked with him up until 30. I am 37 now. Um, Here goes the word trauma again. I definitely went through a lot of trauma with him. I probably put him through a lot of trauma as well. I do desire to be married, but I was listening to one of your videos earlier and how you were talking about how the dating pool has piss in it, and it definitely does. But you just have to make sure that, like, I'm still trying to navigate and figure out, like, what avenues I need to take to be available to the man that I want to attract.
Hmm.
Mhm.
All right, so you want a life coaching? I got you. So let me make this crystal clear for you. Dating is not complicated, and a lot of people think that the dating pool got piss in it, and the harsh reality is people are getting in the dating pool with shit on them, contaminating the water. What you have to understand, right, is that opposites attract. So healed people want to be with unhealed people. Pardon me, unhealed people want to be with healed people. Non-toxic people want to be with toxic people. Short people want to be with tall people. Broke people want to be with rich people. Skinny people want to be with fat people. What you have to understand about dating, right, is it all starts with friendship. Women complicate dating because women have this false belief that when they're going out here dating, that they're supposed to be dating with intention, right? But the issue that I have with that is when you go on these dates, you actually speak about your intention. So I talk about this in my book, Murder with Intent to Kill. Anybody that is trying to unalive somebody, you are not telling somebody that you want to unalive them. You're going to go into it with your intentions, do everything that you need to get done in order to get the job done. Women go on these dates and y'all talk too much. That's why there's another chapter in my book called Shut the Fuck Up. You go on these dates,
Mm.
you sit in front of us, you run your mouth, you teach us how to manipulate you, you teach us how to court you just right to get your coochie, and then we discard you. I'm gonna give you this one last jewel because I'm not gonna keep you on there for too long, right? What you have to understand is this: your worth is worthless to people who don't deem you to be valuable. So it doesn't even matter what you do when you're in front of a man. The way that he views you is the way that he's going to treat you, no matter what it is that you do. And if my goal is just to sleep with you, I will be your mommy, your daddy, your pastor, your mechanic. I'll play whatever role I need to play in order for that to be my goal. If it's sex, that's what I'm. Once I get that, you'll get treated. If it's relationship, once I get that, then we'll further continue. But I want you to hyper focus on friendship. Relationships are going to fail, friendships won't. And when your relationship fails, if the foundation of the friendship is strong, the friendship will always pick up where the relationship slacks off at. And I'm gonna hit you with this, my fault, Hamp.
No, you I'm caught.
You get tired of your husband, you won't get tired of your best friend. You get
Facts.
tired of your wife, you will not get tired of your best friend. You'll give up on your wife for some odd reason. You won't give up on your best friend. And I believe that a marriage or a long-term relationship is supposed to feel like a lifelong sleepover. I base mine on a
Facts.
cardboard box love, but that's all I wanted to say. And thank you for coming up, Tiff. And if you need to, click the link in the bio, book the one-on-one sessions. And before we go a little bit longer, everybody that is on my my Instagram, come over to the YouTube channel, Nothing But the Truth Podcast. Hit the likes, hit the super chats if y'all fucking with the live. Ham, do your thing. I'm gonna let you rock for a
Hey,
second.
Truth, they want the book link in the chat too.
So for everybody that who can't hear, Tamika can't hear. So for everybody that wants my books, my moderators is fucking trash tonight. Let's get to the bottom of that, right? Before we go any further. My moderators, y'all are on trash. Y'all do not got my book links, my hoodie links, my session links in the chat. I'm not feeling y'all. And we need to hit these super chats. If I'm cooking, hit these super chats right now. Everybody hit the thumbs up. We want 2,000 people in here tonight. Share, subscribe, turn this joint up. Y'all are getting a lot of free game, and I got an all-star panel in here. You want? Do you got a topic, or was it something that you wanted to expound on, Han?
No, there was a couple things, but I think that
Okay.
what you just said certainly needs to marinate in terms of trying to navigate this thing. You know, I think the
Okay.
first thing about this dating pool shit, truth, is that it's like the first rule of AA. You got to admit that you got a problem, right? Every time people
Ooh.
start talking, we start pointing fingers. You heard, but nobody points like this. Everybody points like this. So what about these three, right? And we continue to say it's somebody else. But if I continue to get the undesired results, I gotta look in that mirror.
It
Like
gotta be you.
one
Thank you,
thing that was
Shy.
one thing that thank you, Shy. One thing that was interesting that Max said, not to pinpoint him, but because this is a macro thing, right? He said all his friends is married, right? You know, now he maybe don't desire marriage, right? So maybe that's why he not. But if his results aren't like his friends, but all his friends are married, then you got to pinpoint yourself, right? That I think that's the only way we improve and get better, right? We get further faster if you implicate yourself. That's why I like to put the reason why shit is going awry on men, because I know that if we correct men first, society goes further faster.
I agree. Can I touch on that too? Because Corey said, I kind of get what you was trying to say with Mac, which is what Hamp is saying. So you do got to point the finger back at yourself, right? Like you got 5 baby mamas. You said they all doing something great. They all graduated from college. But you didn't marry none of them. Like
I
at
had
what
her when I
point do
was
you
young.
take the finger? It don't matter how young you was. Like at what point do you take? You're still not married.
It
Or-
does matter
But you
because
just
I
said you was
wasn't
engaged
raised to
how
be
many
a
years before
husband.
your
I
daughter 5?
was what I'm saying is this: when I
So
got
you
my
so young
mind
ago,
right, I
that's
tried to do better, and it didn't work.
right. But
When
then
I
you
had
just
when
had
I
a
had
situation not too long
okay,
ago, right?
okay, let me give you a little background because you
Wait,
know
wait, 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 wait.
I'm a real nigga, so
Let me
I really ain't scared of nothing I did, right? Okay, I was not raised to be a husband. I was raised to be a hustler. Okay, the niggas I grew up under was pimps and gangsters. Okay, and this is why I'm not married because I thought that all I had to do was take care of my woman and she supposed to do what the fuck I tell her to do. I'm from Chicago. I'm from the heart of pimping and gangsters. These are the older niggas that I was coming up under. So I always took care of my baby mamas. I never had a problem with being a man. My problem was I was not understanding of other people's feelings. I lived like the old heads that I grew up under. What they did was they paid bills, they took care of their women, and their women fell in line. When I was coming up, I tried to implement that same thing and it didn't work out for me, right? And so I'm steady having child after child trying to I tried to marry all my baby mamas. I was not just out here having kids, just slang. I was in long-term relationships with all of them. It just didn't work. But the thing about it is what bothers me is the people that are married act like it's so much of a better thing to get married because all my friends that are married are fucking cheating. So they might as well fucking be single like me. So what is the flex? You flexing because you walk down the aisle? Nigga, you ain't doing no better than me. You just got somebody to come home to with your last fucking name. Let's just be honest.
And make your doctor's appointments and make sure you're good.
And got the kids in two-parent
got the kids in
households.
the house.
Listen, I got one homie. I got a homie that's married. He married his high school sweetheart, right?
Oh.
He got a side bitch. He has
Allegedly.
four. He has
Don't be up
4
here snitching.
kids.
Don't be up here
Listen,
snitching.
Allegedly.
no. Nobody knows who he is, but I'm just saying.
How many best
He has
friends you
4.
got, Mac? You better say allegedly, man.
No, man, listen. I'm good. I'm good, bro. I hang with real niggas. We good, bro. What I'm saying is this: he has 4 kids by his wife. They high school sweethearts. He has 4 kids by her. Do you know every time he had a baby by his wife, he had one by his side chick? They all got 4 kids that's the same motherfucking age. And they all live in the house together.
Yeah, but that's on they tolerating that shit.
But this is what I'm saying. So don't make it seem like, oh, because I got a ring or, oh, I'm married, it's so much better than a person that's not married. Because I don't know one man that ain't cheating that's married. All these niggas cheating.
What they got to do with you though?
But they ain't got shit to do with me. What I'm saying is people that's married try to make it seem like it's a bad thing because I'm not married. That's what I'm saying.
It's not a bad thing until I think you kind of made it bad on your end because not only did you say you got 5 baby mamas, so you tried 5 times and then you were ordained to be a pastor.
Yeah.
You didn't think nobody was gonna look at that sideways?
Sideways of what? I always been a good man. I just like young women. How many women you think I can pull that's 22 years old that's ready to be a wife?
It's a difference between being a good man and a good husband, because you can be a good man.
See,
and
y'all just pick and y'all just nip and nip and
no.
nip. Y'all just try to find logic in y'all bullshit.
Let me ask you this though.
Come
Let me
on,
ask
man.
you this because you said you like young women. You said how many 22-year-olds do you think you can pull? So do you think it's possible that you still have that same mentality that you're gonna find you somebody who you take care of and she's supposed to do what the fuck you say? Because
no, I'm in a different mind state now. But I still like young women.
Why?
So a lot of
that's what I like.
Because are they more? Would you say
You
they're
saying
more
like 25 years old, OG Mac?
He said 22.
Yeah.
What's the
I
difference
like young.
between a 22-year-old and a woman that's your age? Why do you like the 22-year-olds better?
Because I can't teach her nothing.
Or is it a control?
He's so control.
It is not got nothing to do with control. I can't take you nowhere. Ain't no. If
you teaching a 22-year-old is control.
Hold on, baby. Let me break this down to you. If you are a fine 45-year-old, chances are you've been fine your whole life, right? Mm-hmm. Chances are men have been taking you places all the time. You ain't nothing you ain't seen. So when I meet your 45 bad year ass and try to take you somewhere, you done already been. I can't take you to Cabo. I can't take you to Mexico. I can't take you to Miami. I can't take you to a steakhouse because you 45. You done been there already. There ain't nothing I can do for you. You cannot make me feel good about doing nothing for you because you done done it already. That's why you old and you fucking used, and I don't want you.
Your mentality has to change.
No, it don't. No, it don't.
No, wait.
No, it don't.
Because
no, it don't. I just don't want no old ass woman.
I need a box.
Here's the thing. You sat here and said that you cannot teach a 45-year-old woman anything.
Nothing.
Life experiences do not just come at Cabo. Life experiences do not just come in fucking Mexico. That's not how that works.
So where it come from?
There is so much in this life. I'm 43 years old. There is so much in this life that I have yet to experience.
I'm 36.
Like what?
My husband controls me.
Like what?
I'm fine with it.
You talk about trips to places. I talked about Africa earlier, but I ain't never been to Africa. Why we can't go somewhere I ain't never fucking been?
Exactly. So you've been so many places that I gotta take a 25-hour flight to make you happy.
So it's basically an appreciation.
Hold up. Listen, hold up.
I think she like you, Matt. I
Hold up,
think
but
she
we can
liked
sing.
it.
We can sing together. We cannot talk together, right? So if somebody has a question and you're waiting for an answer, that's how we gotta run the movie. Respectfully. So if
So
anybody wants to, so do you want to? You had questions for him?
I just want to ask.
Explicit. Did you have questions for him? Explicit or no? Were you done? Did you land your plane?
no, I did not.
Okay, continue.
So just listening to you talk, I'm not passing judgment on you, brother. Like, not at all. Okay.
I don't care.
Like, your life is your life. However, some of the things that you are saying is rooted in judgment and opinion, because you saying that a 45-year-old, you don't want her because you can't show her anything. But truth be told, let's be honest, you don't want her because you can't control her.
Most men don't want old bitches, period, anyway.
Like, flat out. You using the word teach is in place of control.
Can I interject?
22-year-old because you can control her.
Can I
Hold up.
interject?
Go ahead, Anthony, because you ain't said much. Go ahead, get your shit off. Go ahead.
Hey Matt, would you take Bernice Burgos serious if she loved your dirty draws right now? What?
Mac ain't lying. He
Come
ain't no
on, bro.
lying. He ain't
Bernice
lying.
Bernice Burgos is come on, bro.
Bro,
So
I'm used to women that look like all my baby mamas look like her, bro. Just she don't move me. Bro, I've been having bad shit since high school. That shit don't move me, bro.
I
I
feel you, I
like what
feel
I
you.
So
like and I'm gonna
basically, you
get what
just
I
want to
want,
feel
and that just is what it is.
you
I
want to
feel
feel
you. I feel you.
appreciated.
Man,
You want to
y'all
feel
is tripping.
appreciated.
Y'all women say I want a man to teach me something that I can learn from, but if I say it from my end, it's crazy. I don't get that. This is why I'm single, because y'all are delusional. You want a man that you can learn from, but if I say I want to teach her something, I'm being a predator. Do you hear how crazy that shit sounds?
Yeah, that's not
I
perfect.
agree with you. I said that most men don't like old bitches.
Yeah,
But
he.
why?
None of
so
them do.
Why does
hold up.
everybody?
Hey,
Why
listen,
Let
does
me
I will grow old with you, but I ain't
let me
meeting you old.
let me
Yeah,
just
that's
say
right.
this. Let me
Ain't
just
nothing
say
wrong with
this
that.
for Corey respectfully, and I know you're 36. And I just gotta just tap in. Then I'm going. Old bitches is a stretch, right? 30, this 35, 40, 45, 50 ain't the same 45, 50. It ain't.
It's
I don't
That's
know.
true.
I don't know what y'all out here seeing. I don't know what y'all out here looking at. But I'm pretty international, and there's some shit out here 45, 50 that's putting 20-year-old shit to
To
shame.
shame.
There's some
That's
shit out
fact.
here
Gotcha.
35, 40 that's putting some 20-year-old shit to shame in
Yeah,
I'm
every
okay.
talking
way.
about the mentality though.
Hey,
The
And
I
so
tell
it's
you
45 year
this.
old
and so hold up,
mentality
cause
of
I'll
these
let you.
You
bitches is
I'll,
crazy.
go ahead,
you
go ahead, Mac. Go ahead.
you show me one of them badass old women you talking about, and I show you one of my 24-year-olds, and you tell me which one you gonna want.
So let me just be all the way thorough with this, and then I'm going to get out of the way with this, right? As a 40-year-old man, there's nothing that a 22-year-old woman can do for me but make me come, and so that is why they're looking at you as if you're a predator. And I'm gonna go in uninterrupted, and I'm gonna let you go. That's why they're looking at you like that, and so it's just one of those things where if you can get a woman that can match your mental, because that's what I'm attracted to as a grown man. I'm attracted to the mental, the body thing comes next. But if you can get a woman that can elevate and grow with you and be equal to your mental, what is it? Because you said you want to teach her everything. What is it that is not teachable about a 45-year-old woman? Are you just that limited with experience or that limited with your lessons?
What I'm saying is this, from my experience, because I gotta put that out there every
No, for
time
sure,
I
for sure.
speak.
And I'm
I
not attacking
always
you,
talk
brother.
about my reality.
For
Okay,
sure,
I'm
for
not
sure.
You done
speaking from
turned the
y'all.
cap around. It's over with.
From my reality, when I date older women, they try to act like they my damn mama instead of my
Mm.
damn girl. Okay, I like dealing with older. Now I don't understand. Like, here's the thing: we say there's nothing that a younger woman can do for me, and all that. I
Besides
don't
sex.
need.
Right.
Exactly. That's all I need, bro. My
Oh, okay,
life is put
cool.
together. This is what
No,
I'm saying. I
cool.
don't need no woman to show me nothing, to help me build shit. I
Right,
got real estate. I own shit. My life is together. I don't
right.
need you to help me do nothing. What can you? Only thing you can do in my life is come into my life and make it better. If you can
Okay.
just play your part. I
May
don't
I ask?
need you to do nothing. I have listen. I have a maid. I have a chef. I have a cleaning lady. What else do I need you to do? Just be. I've been single. My shit is laid out to the point where that's all. Ain't that a good thing? Where you ain't got to do nothing but just come in and have sex with this nigga and get all everything you want. Why do you
He
want to
needs
be
to
I,
just
important
buy a
that bad?
four. He
I
needs
have
to
a
Why?
just buy a
question.
four.
How old are you? How old are you though, Mac?
I'm 45.
And you're 45, and you said that you got
Yes.
5 children. How old are your
Yep.
children?
My son is 28, my daughter is 23, my other daughter is 18, and my daughter's
So
other
so
daughter finna be 5.
so man to man, right? Like fuck all the bullshit. Man to man, would you be cool with your 23-year-old daughter bringing a 45-year-old man home? Man to
No, I
man.
would. No, I would not. And I tell
I
every
heard enough.
woman
I
that
rest
I
my
date
case.
that.
I rest
I
my
tell
case.
every woman I date that.
I'm gonna blink out for a second. I
But
rest my
hey, but
case.
hold on though. What the fuck does that got to do with my reality?
Hey, it's okay to have double standards. I ain't mad at you.
Hold on. Let's play devil's advocate. How many of y'all went to high school when all the bad women got picked up from school with older niggas with cars? They didn't get on the bus with us.
I've seen it.
But that still didn't make
Huh?
it right,
See,
though.
this
I
is the
hate this
problem.
argument
This
because
is the
that don't
problem
make
that
it
I
right.
have with
I've
women.
seen it.
It's
That don't make
okay.
that shit
It's
right.
I'm cool with the
okay
double
when you
standards. I'm
young
cool
and
with double
older
standards.
niggas come get you, but when your ass age out the market and ain't nobody coming to pick your ass up no more, now it's a problem. You
When
see what I'm
she
saying? When
when
you
she
was young
But
and
what
an older
about
nigga with nice
but
no
what
no
cars was
no
about
no
the
coming
no
to
no
get
older
you,
no.
it was
ladies
But
that
cool.
Matt,
I hate this argument because when a
yeah.
but
young
wait,
lady is 15 or 16 years
because
old,
it's
her
older women
mind is
that
not even developed to a point to recognize when she's being manipulated, when she's being taken advantage of,
That's
when
what
these
he like.
older men are coming to pick her up. Like that is not fair.
So
Like when you say you're justifying your
Okay, well, let me
behavior
ask you,
by
is
yeah,
this
saying, "Oh,
fair?
back in the day, they
Let
was
me
picking
ask
up
you, is this fair?
old niggas
Okay,
was picking up bitches in high
yeah,
school."
Well,
Mac.
well,
That
well,
okay,
shit
now
let me
why
ask
wouldn't
you
you want
this
why
then.
it
wouldn't you
in
want
it.
your daughter
Hold
to
on,
date a
I
man
get
that's
you. I'm
45?
with
Well,
you.
Mac,
I'm
Mac,
with you.
Mac.
I'm
Let me
with you.
clarify
Let
this
me
though,
say
Mac.
this real fast, and I'm gonna give it to you. Okay, I've dealt with a woman that was 65. Is she a predator or not?
You 45.
She 20 years older than me.
Nigga, you grown.
She's grown. She's
15 and
25.
30 ain't
You see
grown.
what I'm saying? Y'all
15,
make
no,
standards as
no,
y'all go.
no, no. 15 and 30 is a whole fucking difference. If a
Huh?
30
I did
or
not say
25
15
year
and
old
30,
is picking up, because you
baby.
said the older
Hold
guys picking up chicks at the high school. If
I'm
you
on,
picking up
speaking
a
from
Mac.
me.
15, you are in high school from 13 to 17 or 18 years old. These older men going to these high schools and picking up young women. These are underdeveloped women whose brains haven't even fully developed, who can't even make judgment calls clearly and responsibly because they're not developed. You're comparing that to a 65-year-old woman who was grown and a
No,
45-year-old
that's
man
not
who
what
was
I'm
grown.
comparing. I
Mac,
said
I
with
just want to
me.
know
No,
why you wouldn't want your
Hold on,
daughter
hold
to
on. I
date a
hold
said
on,
man
I
her
Mac.
age.
Mac,
said
Mac. Wait a
specifically
minute.
with me.
You
I
gotta
said
clean it. You gotta clean it up though. Wait, because
uh,
we conflating the thing that is dangerous to do. Right. The example of the 15-year-old getting picked up by a 19-year-old was not what Mac was expressing. Let's throw that out. Right. Let's throw that out because he's saying women that are 18 and older. He's saying 22, 25. Those are the women he's dating. He's not by any means saying that he's dealing with adolescents. All right.
No,
So let's
I
not
didn't say
conflate.
Right,
I
we
didn't
know
say
No,
that.
no.
that.
I know. I know you
I
didn't
said
say
he
that.
was
Let me
justifying
hold on.
his
Explicit.
own behavior
Let me
though
say it.
by
Let me
saying
say
that.
it. Hold on. See, these are the type of points you can't interrupt because we need to make this very clear that he's not saying that at all in terms of his dating life. You see? So are we just saying that his preference for 25-year-olds and he's 45, we deem that what? What do you deem that?
That's fair.
Yeah, I think it's
I,
okay.
I
I just
didn't
want to
think
know
it.
why he wouldn't want his daughter to date a man his
Well, because they
age.
were calling him predator, you see. So I'm asking, what do they? What's the thought process? Because
I never
predator would
called it
be somebody
predatory, but,
who's
but what I do believe
okay.
is that he's dating them for control, and that's what I said. I've always said that. That was my point.
Okay.
But when you try to justify your behavior by saying, I mean, back in the day, niggas was picking up, the 19-year-olds picking up shorties in high school. Like that's not
Okay. So
justification
let
for
me
I
him.
just want
ask.
to know
Like now
why
he's
he wouldn't
making
want his
himself,
daughter to
he's
date
putting
a man
himself
his
on the
age.
predatory level.
I don't think
all I
22
simply
is
Yeah,
said
that's
was
why I was
this.
predatory.
that's why I was
It's
clarifying the
crazy how y'all skipped
differentiation.
over the fact that when I said I dated a 65-year-old woman, what is she? She's 20 years older than me. But if I date 20 years younger, I'm a predator. But if I date a woman 20 years older than me, it's okay.
Let
That
me
won't.
interject,
Like
Matt. Let me interject.
y'all
Yes.
skipped totally over that point and
And
went to the high
I'm not
school
saying this
shit.
about
They
a
were
long
saying
shot.
they
Let me
said you're
interject.
old enough.
Years older than you have. Her mentality is already developed. That 22, 23, 24-year-old, their mindset isn't developed yet. Now, I get it. If you just want to have a good time, you're not here for a long time. I get it. Do your thing. They legal, but you can't say I'm ready for marriage, but your category of the people that you're dating is only there to have a good time. A
Right. So
23-year-old, now you can get married at 23, but a 23-year-old knows nothing about what's going to come 24, 25, and thereafter. So at that point, you're developing with a person that may not have your same mentality in the next 2 years, comparable to that 65 to your 45. That 65-year-old is already established. There's no more growing up that she has to do.
I don't think that.
Right. Okay. So you said you married your high school sweetheart.
Correct.
Right. Do you think she would have been any different of a wife if she'd have met a nigga that was 15 years older than her?
I married my high school sweetheart after 25 when I was done hoeing and bullshitting, though.
Right, but you was with her though.
Something like that.
Okay, so that's my point. So do you think that she would have been a different wife had she met somebody that was 15 years older? She would have been the same wife to him as she would have been to you. So how can you say a young woman is not ready to be married when you had a young woman and you got married young? Like, make it make sense, bro.
Guess what though? There was a period of time where we had to separate because both of us was immature as fuck.
Right. So y'all was learning together.
What I'm saying, and we both were young together. You, sir, are already 40, and you're coming down to a 20-year-old, and you're telling that 20-year-old, "Let me show you some shit." That is
not 20 though. 22 young.
25. You're trying to excite her. You're trying to manipulate her, which is okay. Do your thing, but we have to call bullshit bullshit. There's no way you are bumping to a 23-year-old, and you're saying, "I want to be married to you."
Let me interject.
Go ahead, Tandy. Well, let Tandy go.
Go ahead, Tandy. Go ahead, Tandy.
What's going down? Listen, I don't think that's manipulation. My first husband, I was 22. He was 55. I think that I can name several decisions people make at the age of 18 that have lifelong ramifications, and people make them instantly, like the military, having kids. I don't think that 22, I mean, you're a college graduate, for God's sake. I think a woman knows at that age what she really wants. I think my husband was a great mentor. I don't think he was manipulating me in any kind of way whatsoever. And then to the Pastor Pimple, I put a like a better, name, sir. I think you looking for a diamond in cotton field. I mean, seriously, and you do have a slight ego issue. You do want to be ahead of, and I don't know if you looked at the word of God about what a good woman or a Proverbs 31 woman should be, but you might want to reread that section again. And to the brother at the corner, Mac, who talked about what's the problem with the whole dating pool is trash. I mean, to some degree, it is about black economics and so forth and so on. I mean, that is the whole white man's, agenda was to tear up the black family. We had more black marriages. We had more black wealth. I mean, and then you start bringing in, a lot of other, not trying to get all nerdy about it, but it is a systemic thing at the end of the day. And those people who don't want to be married, I mean, they like to be outside. That is more of a socioeconomic type of mindset. When you find people of lower hanging fruit, they don't understand what it's really all about, and that's why they hang together. And then the last thing about numbers don't lie. He is right, the gentleman Mac. 50% of black men are single, 30 something are about married, and it's about 16.7 account for all the bastards in our community. So everybody's having sex with the same 16 point something percent. So the pool is not as bad. I think a socioeconomic group, and it's just a mindset.
All right, let me slow y'all down for a second. First of all, 55 and 22 is fucking diabolical, right? And I'm not even going to hyper focus on that. But let's get to this super chat. This super chat is where I want to highlight. And this is from Mr. Sean 16. He said, ask the ladies how many of them still rock with R. Kelly, and how did they feel about Jada dating August Alsina at 23? I see a lot of hypocrisy there. So ladies, how did you feel about R. Kelly grooming those young women and having sex with them and having fun with them? How did any of you women feel about that?
I feel like he didn't fuck my daughters.
Okay, cool. Next lady. How did your ladies feel about that?
I don't rock with R. Kelly at all.
Okay, and Tandy, is it Tandy? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty manipulative with that, but I think my biggest concern with that were the parents, because it was super young. They were underage. And Jada, I mean, yeah, she did. Well, wasn't August of legal age? Wasn't he like 20 something?
He was
August
23. I ain't rock with that either though.
I mean, I'm not a Jada fan. Hate to say it, but I mean, that was some trauma bonding.
I ain't rock with that either, because he was in a very vulnerable state. Yeah. Like when he interviews about that, he was in a very vulnerable state, and she played on that and took advantage of that shit. That was predatory behavior.
I'm going to land a plane with this that way that we don't get, unless you want to piggyback off it at the end. HAMP. For me, I'm a father. I have daughters, plural. And with that being said, there is no way that my daughter, within my approval, could bring a man home my age. And the reason why is because usually, and not in all cases, and I'm not talking about Mac Mall's case, this man is established, this man got his shit together. I'm a firm believer. If you are dealing with an older man, he has to be all the way put together in every way whatsoever, right? But my daughter, for me, because her father is all the way put together, for me it'd be a major no-go, only because what I've learned is that usually when older men deal with younger women, and I'm not talking about him, but it is usually for control. It is usually for manipulation. It is usually to mold. And what will happen is that young lady will grow up eventually. And so when she starts to grow up, a lot of these men expect for these women to stay 22 forever mentally. And they don't. And so when they hit that 30 and they hit that 32 and their eyes start to open to the control, to the manipulation, to all of the bull stuff that most older men put them through, they end up being better at the manipulation and the game playing than the older man is. And that's where a lot of the friction comes in at. For the majority of women that I have counseled that date older men, the majority says that it always turns out sour. Most younger women do date older men. Why? Because of the stability. Usually, and I could go on and on about that, but like I said, I don't even want to beat that over the head. Hamp, did you have something you
Man,
want to say about?
can I comment on that, man?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
So I just want to make things clear when it comes to strictly for me dating older women. I like showing women new things, right?
Absolutely.
I like new experiences with them. I like to make it magical. I like to teach them new things. I like to show them new things. It has nothing to do with controlling them. Because what happens is this. I have experience with dating older women, and this is where I went wrong with my baby mama. It comes to a point in their life where they have to find themselves.
Okay.
I'm a type of man who I want you to have an identity. I don't want you sitting around not being productive because an idle mind is the devil's playground. So I want you to have something going on. But what I'm saying, when you get to that point where you confused and you don't know where you're going, whatever you trying to do, I want to be that support system. I like when my woman needs me. I like to be a man. I don't like when my woman can't depend on me. I don't like when my kids can't depend on me. I love being the people, the man that my family can come to. And so this is it has nothing to do with manipulation. It
Okay.
just I like to what I notice about this is this: when women have too many sexual partners, right? This is why a lot of women can't get it right. Because by them having a lot of sexual partners, they'll say, well, he treated me right. This guy talked to me nice. He was a God-fearing man. He had the best sex. He paid the most bills. And they try to find all those in one man and try to make a fucking unicorn. And this is why women are single. So when you find a woman who's young with less, not saying that the young women ain't tossing that motherfucker around. We got to be realistic. But I don't date those kind of women. But when you meet a young woman who has less miles, less experience, it's a better chance that I can make her the woman that can love me versus her trying to battle all these ex experiences that she had. That shit is trauma. I don't care what nobody say. I've had, bro, when I
Didn't you
tell
just double
you,
talk? I mean, wasn't it 1 minute you didn't need her to do anything because you had
no,
everything, and the next minute you're saying you wanted her to find herself? There's nothing for her to find or to do because you're
di-
doing it all. That's an oxymoron.
no,
And
no,
after
no,
you
no.
got
What
her
I'm
at 20, by 30, she's done everything. So she's going to be used at 30. So then
what
what
I'm
are you going to
saying,
be
what
tossed
I'm
away with
saying
another
is
one?
this, baby. This is what I'm saying, baby. If I'm paying all the bills, you don't have no kids and you're young, what else are you doing with your time? Like you have to do something with your time. You can't just be sitting around while I'm paying for shit. You have to find something to do. And if you're young and don't know what to do, I got tons of business and shit. I got shit going on. So there's no way she can lose with me. So if she can't find herself, that me as a man being a leader, I can help her find herself. What's wrong with that?
Okay.
What is
So
wrong with that?
let me go ahead and put this up here. We got a super chat and we got to answer them. And so first, let's Onk Best Streaming. We just want to say appreciate you for getting the super chat. And we're going to answer your question. So Onk Best Streaming said, "Why the old men the predators, but not the women?" And would any women like to answer that?
I
I
don't
can
like
answer it.
cougars. I don't believe in cougars. I feel like women that are cougars just can't get men that are around their age. And it's just I look at it the same way if that's the case.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm a pretty fair player, right? So if a 50-year-old man is dating a 30-year-old woman, I don't see that as predatory. I don't. But when we talk about underdeveloped mentally, because technically you don't fully develop mentally until you're 25 years old. So when we start talking about underdeveloped mentally, that's when I feel like, and I'm not even saying this he's predatory because we not blaming nobody, but that's when it gets it muddies the waters at that point. But regardless of male or female, if you doing that, if a 30-year-old woman is dating an 18-year-old man, she wrong as fuck.
She's a predator as well. Is it safe to
She's a
say?
predator as well,
Okay,
absolutely.
cool.
There's no
Facts.
double standard when it comes to that shit. She a double stand. I mean, she a predator, and so is he.
And it's desperate as hell too.
It absolutely
And
is.
so we have another super chat, and like I said, we really and thank you guys for all of the super chats and hitting the likes, right? So this super chat said, and that's the dollar sign at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you guys are hitting the super chats, man. Divorce rates are trash anyway, and today's 40-year-old women are just as immature as 25-year-olds. We hear and we see y'all on here all the time, straight childish. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the next topic, man. Like I said, all of this is about perspective. I guess if it's safe to say that if a 50-year-old woman is dating a 20-year-old young man, she's a predator, and if a 50-year-old man, I guess that's the way that y'all equated that. But do some people feel like if you're grown, it just is what it is?
Yes, of course.
Okay, all right, that's all. All right,
Of
cool.
course.
So let's get into another. Matter of fact, I'll let you guys land the plane. Y'all go ahead and
Yeah,
run the show.
I think one thing that he was saying that I think people need to take heed to is that comparison is the thief of joy, right? So that experience with other people, right, doesn't serve you as much as you think it does when you get with that forever person. And I think people need to really understand that, and take that out of what he's saying, because that really, really matters. I'm not going to no restaurant that my wife been to with another nigga. I don't care. You can say what you want. I'm not doing it. I don't have to. You heard? Like, it's not the same. Ruth Chris is not the same after the second or third time. Those experiences are shared together. Once you've experienced it with somebody else, it doesn't have the same impact. He ain't saying nothing crazy in terms of those things.
For sure.
The other thing is to that chat, the women are saying the same things at 25, at 35, at 45. Right? The same reasons why not, the same excuses, the same healing journeys. So how do we differentiate? When does the growth actually happen? Because the talking points aren't changing vastly between the ages and the decades.
But I don't think it's a difference between women and men in that instance because I
I'm
mean,
talking about the women though. What about my
I'm
question?
talking
Then you
about
can ask your question.
The chat that he said women at
Okay.
40 are just as immature as the women at 25, right? But I don't think it's just a woman thing. I think that's just people in general. Like I think your environment, how you were raised, all of that play a part in your maturity level, right? Where you are in life, like how much money you got, all play a part in your maturity level, right? My thing is, I dated a 56-year-old man. I'm 43. I dated a 56-year-old man. He was still playing games. Like some men don't grow up either.
Wait, but so you just skirt my question to talk about men? What about the women? See,
No,
because
no, no,
you
no,
can speak to the women.
no. I was saying that
I can't hear you explicit.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you too.
I was saying that it's not a difference because he specifically called out women in that super chat. He said women are just as immature at 40 as they are at 25. But I'm saying it's not just women, it's people.
Okay, tell me about the women.
Like women being immature. I can't speak to an immature woman. I'm 43 years old and I got my shit together. So I don't know what that's like. And I circle in a group of friends who all got their shit together too.
How do we prove we have our shit together in terms of relationships if we're like what if we are divorced or single for a elongated period of time? Does that disprove that I have my shit together?
No, absolutely not. Because I've been
How do
single
we
for
know?
4
I
years.
guess is my point.
I would say the progression and the mindset that you have now,
Like what?
comparable to the one that you had back then. For example, for us men, if we were younger and immature and we were, dangling multiple women, we had no plan, we had no assets, we had no education or whatever it is, no business, whatever your vocation is, you know what I mean? And you go through any kind of relationship, which ultimately turns into loss, and then you grow from that. I think that the measure of having your shit together is that growth period. Tell me where you were, tell me how you think now, and let me determine where I fit in.
Okay, I understand that answer. I just when I hear these things, Doc, about the healing journeys and all that, right?
Yeah.
It's often manifests into a bunch of finger pointing. It's about what this person did to me, right? How much of a fuck nigga he was, right? It's very rarely people being super reflective. And then the thing about the healing journey is nobody else is benefiting around them from them healing, right? Think about it. If I'm not who I was, right, and I'm a better person, the people around me should see the benefits. But we don't see that happening. We see a continuous modus operandi of the same failures.
I think people are
Mhm.
healing journey sounds good, right?
Indeed.
So a lot of people say it, but they're not really on a healing journey. Like
Indeed.
it's not that they grew from it. It's not that they learned lessons from it. It just sound good. Oh, I've been on a healing journey, so I've been single for the last 2 or 3 years or whatever, trying to find, myself and but it sound good.
XL, let me ask you a question about
Yeah,
the control thing. Do you believe that men should be in control of their relationships, their women, their children?
absolutely.
Okay, so what?
Absolutely. But when I say control, I mean control her mind. I don't mean control the household. I don't mean control the aspects of the relationship. Yes, I want a man who is what's the word you've been using all night? Placated in his masculine energy. I need that. You know what I'm saying? So I need a leader, somebody who is naturally a
This
leader,
part matters
not
though,
somebody who's
XL.
gonna try to change my
But
mind
but
frame or
think about
change
this
my
though.
mindset because
But think about this though. My wife changed her religion. You understand? She changed her eating habits. She can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, none of that anymore. You know? Like so for instance, like how she see the earth and in the earth house is how I see the earth now.
I think people have their
Go ahead.
boundaries. I think people have boundaries, and I think people have what they're willing to do for somebody who they love. Like there is a fine line. Like when you that I don't think that's control if she willingly did it. You know what I'm saying? If it was something that she was willing to do, but if it was something that she was not open to, and it was like an ultimatum or a, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, but if you don't do this then we can't be together, that's different. That's control.
Well,
That's not
they're not absent of choice though. They're not absent of choice. So when I told her you cannot eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, there is no yay or nay. I'm not
it was
playing with
something
that
she
at all.
was willing to do. It was
But but
something
but
she was
but it was
willing
an
to give up.
ultimatum though. You see.
That's what I'm saying. That so it's not rooted in control.
But I
Well,
think
well,
that's necessary for you to properly lead your house. So I don't feel like that was control. I feel like at that
Yeah,
point your
exactly.
wife made a choice to say, I'm in love with this man. So therefore I
Right.
need to come into alignment with what his plan is for
I
me.
understand that, Doc.
Successful.
I understand that, right? And I'm saying, but you're saying when is it okay and when it isn't, right? So
Mhm.
all these things are guided by me. She's under my covering, therefore under my hierarchy, right? And you try to be as benevolent as possible, but it's not always that, right? And
Sure.
so now she is making a choice every day to do these things, but it had to change her mindset, her eating habits, right? Like for instance, if she had a period, we can't even sleep in the same bed. Like all this stuff has to happen. So is this control?
I don't think that's control. This is
Okay.
not rooted in control. This is all things that she is willing to accept as a part of the relationship. It's not
And
control.
she's buying into the plan. I think control comes in where the plan was already bought into, and then say if you was to change right now and tell her that she needs to change right now, she's already invested in the relationship. So now at this point, it becomes control. You know what I mean? Basically, if she's already bought into it and you change up and
Oh,
tell
okay.
her that she has to do it, now I think that becomes control.
Let me read this super chat, and then I got an opposite question that I want to ask, right? Because the control thing is one of those trigger words that I'm very keen on, right? Mr. Sean with the $5 says, as a woman, you see immature women around you. Answer the question. It goes like this: as a man, I know men that don't communicate well. See, it's easy. I guess
Huh?
he's saying we switched genders when a question was asked. It was about the women, but then we kind of went right to the men essentially. Is what I think what the super chat is stating. Um, here's a question, right? And then so now what about this? So before I got married, right, I used to be beautiful and shit. So I had sex every day. You heard? Every day, right? I know y'all don't believe me now because you see me now, but trust me. So then you get in a marriage, right? Where you say, okay, I'm gonna be monogamous, right? And then she know you had sex every day, but now she's saying, oh, 3 days, 4 days a week should be enough. Is that manipulation and control?
What part of it?
Yeah.
Not having sex every day like I'm used to.
Is that her manipulating you?
And
Is that
controlling,
the
yeah.
question?
Yeah.
I think it's manipulation if she knew that she wasn't willing to do that going into the relationship.
But here's the thing, XL. People play the game. Remember how it was alluded to earlier when
And
Truth
it's
was saying?
manipulation. If it's a game being played, it's manipulation.
Why y'all always doing that shit to us?
If I get if I get into a relationship with you and before you know what I'm saying, we make it official, we hammering like jackrabbits, right? And as soon as we get into the relationship, I'm like, nah, I'm tired. I got a headache every day. That's manipulation.
Why y'all do that though? Talk your shit.
I don't know nothing about it.
Come on. You ain't Lil Woody now.
I don't know nothing about
You
that. But
recall.
I'll say this though, because I talk about this on my platform,
Okay.
is that a lot of times women have underlying issues going on that men are not. They don't have the patience to work with them through. Like women go through a lot of hormonal changes. Like right now, I'm perimenopausal, all kind of bullshit, cyst on ovaries. All this shit causes hormonal imbalance in a woman, which also lowers her libido. Birth control lowers her libido. Like it's so many things that, and people don't take the time to say maybe there's an underlying issue. So maybe she did not play the game in the beginning. Maybe something happened in the process and now something is actually wrong. But it's crazy because women don't feel like something is wrong. Oh no, nothing wrong. I just got a headache. I don't feel like doing it. But really her libido is low. And because
I
her
went through
hormones are
postpartum depression twice, and I still had sex with my husband every day. And if I can't have sex with my husband, I have a perfectly well working mouth. You can do something.
that's you, sweetheart. All women are not the same.
What she's
But
articulating is it sounds like an excuse.
that
It's
that is what it
always
is.
an excuse.
That's what Corey's
Women
Yeah,
saying.
get to pick excuses out their ass.
Hold on,
DJ,
hold you,
because
Matt.
DJ,
because if the bills got to get paid, he's still gonna pay the bills whether his head hurt or not.
Damn,
Facts.
DJ, are you saying that you were
man.
being intimate just before y'all got married, like with other women in other relationships, or this was the nature of y'all intimacy
No, I'm
before
saying
y'all got married?
when I was outside.
So what does that have to do with her? Was that
I
communicated when you
Yes,
actually?
yes, yes. Hey,
Okay,
listen
so
now. Yeah.
she knew that was like an expectation once y'all got married.
Yeah. Now, Rose, here's the thing, right? That you also know is that if a man can have sex, if your man can have sex every day with you, he would, right? So we don't even have to play that game like women don't know the desires of men, right? I think the key is you guys don't focus on how to keep us as much as we focus on how to keep y'all.
Mm,
I,
yep.
You
I
know.
mean,
Hey, if
I,
you don't mind, Rose, salute too. I want to get Hellcat in just because he just got here. If you don't mind, Dandy, I'm gonna try to learn how to keep a smile that long. That shit is amazing. You've been smiling for 20 minutes. I can't do that shit. That shit is great. Yo, that shit is amazing. Let's get Hellcat in and then we move it around. Oh, Truth back. Go ahead, Hellcat. What's popping?
What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? That last statement you made, I totally agree with. They don't work on keeping us as much as we try to keep them. That's
Mhm.
very obvious, bro. Like sometimes they just I don't know what it is. I think they got like a heightened sense of like self importance or something. I don't even know what it is, but they constantly play games as far as that go. So I do agree with
Y'all are
that.
way more simple than us too. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah, like I'm the type I don't ask for much. I probably don't ask for nothing really. And even if I do got a problem, most times I probably won't even address it. Just because I know where we at in today's time, I probably just like fall back. It's real. It's really. I ain't even gonna lie. It's depressing, bro. It's depressing right now. It's depressing. I'll be
so what
honest.
are
They say outside sex is easier to get than in house sex.
That's true. That's true too. That's actually true too. And
Not in
then
It
my
you got
depends
to
on the
house.
deal with
woman you
like,
with.
huh?
It depends on the woman you with.
I mean,
No,
yeah,
not really. No,
it
not really.
could depend on that, but like, let's say you once you get exclusive with a woman, stuff start changing, and they start trying to play this game with you where they trying to extract as much out of you without delivering anything. Like, I've been looking for the benefit. Like, where's the benefit? What do I get? What do I get?
If you're
I
not getting
just
a benefit out of your relationship, you in the wrong relationship, brother.
that's just most, but I'm not
No,
even in a relationship.
ain't
I'm
no
not
way
even
in
in a
hell
relationship.
And
why
women
am I
try
in
to
a
control
relationship
you
if
with
there's no
sex.
benefit? We should both
So
be benefiting from the relationship.
the problem is when you run into these women. Like I'm a businessman, so you could talk business to them. You could try to. I look for certain things in women. I could care less about sex. That's obviously gettable. But what do you offer? Like, can you come collaborate with me? Can we build? Can we have a meaningful conversation? Or it's a lack of across the board with most women. That's the sad part. It's just
When you
maybe it's
say
my
most,
environment or my city, but that's just the experience. Even online. No, even online. If you look online, how most women talk, it's a very they in a sunken place right now. But it's like women don't see it. They program. So some of y'all don't see it, and some of y'all do see it, but y'all just like y'all will go against the grain on purpose.
It's
I
called
don't know what that's about
delusion.
neither.
It's
Hold up,
I,
delusion.
Hellcat. Wait. I mean, honestly speaking, I mean, not to cut you off, King.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
good?
what you saying is, I mean, for the most part, is a big deal and a big correct because nowadays, I mean, regardless of how you want to put it, females nowadays, no disrespect intended, but we're gonna be the truth. Females nowadays, they look at it as the example. If they say what you bring to the table, they get offended. Or it's one answer that's always used. I am the table. They can never say what it is, how they got it. If you ask the female, what's her value? Every single female in the world going to say they value is super high, but they can never tell you how they calculated it. Let's be realistic. What you see out here now, what do you see? You see the same thing. Every female swear they got good coochie. Every female swear they deserve the whole world. Every female will tell you any and everything under the sun to get what they want. But for the most part, they cannot put what they actually bring or how to even pour into a man. They can't even write five things down onto a stamp outside of sex. But y'all deserve everything.
so what you saying is subjective. The value that you see in
Everything
a
is
woman is
subjective.
subjective to what you value. So you can ask me all day, what value do I bring? My answer is never going to suffice because I don't know what value you're looking for.
Mm,
So to ask me, oh well, what's the value that you bring into the relationship? You have to first tell me what you need. We have to first get to know one another so that I can know where the value is placed. Because I could come all day and be like, well, look, I got my money, you got your money, we put it together. That's part one. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get home from work, I cook food, the kids is well taken care of. That's part two. I can say that, but if you don't value that, it don't matter.
But if
So
you was
why
on a
would y'all sit
job
up there and say
interview,
that y'all are the table then? How you see how you just ran that down right there? Let's be realistic. That right there is exactly some of that stuff is nice. But women will quickly say, hey, you do this, you did that, you should value this, you should value that. Y'all quick to sit up there and say y'all are the table, but yet and still, yes, it is subjective when it comes to a man. It is 100%. Just like if you want to say what is value to a man, it always going to be from man to man. But don't sit up there and say it all depends what you value. But then you turned around and just said, "Oh, this, and this. Which one is it?" Can't
No,
play
no,
both sides.
no. I
you
didn't. What I said was what I value and what you value might differ. So if I run down a list of what I'm bringing to the table or what I value, it might not mean shit to you because it don't. That's not what you value.
That
you
part is
So
should
I
correct.
still
just
run
gave an
down that
example.
list though. You should
I
still
wasn't.
go through the
I was
list. Because
Exactly.
even if you on
But
a
you can
job
start right there.
interview, you
Y'all
would
only
tell
say
your
you the
boss,
table.
you here's OG Melly Mel. Here's where you went wrong, in my opinion. Saying it's subjective because that's the same thing she's saying, right? They see these things been the same since time immemorial, right? Sex, sandwiches, right? Them things are uberly important to a man. Here's where we got to keep it tall. The chastity is already gone, right? She's not a virgin. You're already making a compromise at that juncture because she already been defiled by another man. But women, do women even recognize this point?
Do that go both ways?
Oh no, you got it's a
No,
well. Let me just say
no.
this, Rose. Yeah, it's a difference between giving dick and taking dick. You see what I mean? So the fact that she been defiled by another man that matters, right? But it's like we don't even come into the relationship even like acknowledging these things with a humble countenance about us. We all acting like our shit don't stink,
So
but
you
you
I
know,
saying
think
the
that a
guy
lot of
that
times
left that
when
got 5 baby mamas, his value is the same as a man that has 0 baby mamas. Does that make sense?
How
that
often do
doesn't
you
make him
hear
less
that
than
though?
less of a
I'm not
man.
saying no. I'm not saying that doesn't make.
If you ask them from a man's point of view, you know that don't make sense. But
he
A
broke up.
woman with 5 baby daddies versus a man with 5 baby mamas is two different things.
right?
Say that again, Corey.
I said a man with 5 baby mamas versus a woman with 5 baby daddies is 2 different things.
Well, I'm
Can you
saying
explain
value
that
wise
for me?
as far as intimacy because he's been through a lot of women, she's been through a lot of men. So you're
It's just
saying
Yeah.
not
that,
the same.
right?
It's not the same.
I'm asking DJ. I'm
Oh,
asking
sorry.
DJ.
Yes, ma'am. The value add or subtract is different. Well, we know that though, right?
Okay.
So
Of
because
course
because
they
here's the
are.
thing, right? Oh, Truth, you to say something, Truth?
Oh well, no. Well, let me just say this, and then
Well, let
because
me
I've
say
been
this real
trying.
quick, Truth. I
Oh,
just,
my fault. My fault. Go
if you
ahead.
don't
Yeah, yeah,
mind,
yeah, yeah. No, do your big one, Brody. Go ahead.
it ain't nothing like Rose. See, I love the oatmeal cream pie that I created. You know, my wife's stomach looked like like a dirt bike track, right? I got 2 sets of twins, so you know how I go,
Oh,
right?
damn,
But
that's
that's my shit though. That's my dirt bike track. That's my oatmeal cream pie. You give somebody else your womb, what else is more valuable than that to a man?
facts.
But you're giving somebody else your seed at the same
So
time, putting your seed
let,
in
let
another
me
woman.
let me
Okay.
let me interject. Let me interject real quick, and
Check this
because
shit,
I've
Truth.
been trying to actually say something, right? Let me just say this, right? First of all, when we talk about value, right, between man and woman, women have the false belief that our value, right, that our value is calculated the same way, and it isn't. You have the false belief that our value is measured the same way, and it isn't. What makes a man valuable is his morals, his amount of money, his physique, the way that he carries his himself, the ability to protect and to provide for the people that he's in front of. He doesn't even have to be attractive to be valuable, right? But when you speak of a woman, what makes a woman valuable, what makes a woman top tier is her exclusivity. Her exclusivity. How many men have been in and out inside of you? How many men have defiled you, as the good brother Hamp would say? How many men have had access to you? And so then we even go down to the baby mom, baby father thing. And this is about to sound really foul, and I'm going to lose a lot of followers for this, right? But let's make this crystal clear. If you had to be something, would you rather be a toilet with 5 different shits in it? Or would you rather be the ass taking shits in 5 different toilets?
God damn.
Which one would you rather be? Would you rather have shit on top of shit on top of shit? Because and mind you, I'm not trying to be offensive, but multiple men coming in you, you got cum on top of cum on top of cum. So would you rather be the comer in or the one that's getting cummed in?
I want to be the ass for sure.
Okay, cool. So now that we got that out the way, let's get to this super chat for a second. The brother is asking you ladies. Matter of fact, you know what? He got a couple of super chats. I actually have to scroll back up. My fault, Sean. I'm trying to get to all of them. So the Mr. Sean asked me. He says, so basically, truth. Should a man talk too much and give her the go to play bait and switch? Shouldn't she bring her own value for observation? This is what I'll say, right? Also, what you have to understand is that a woman's value is also going to differentiate depending on the man that she's dealing with, right? So for me, when I was selling drugs, if she could bag my crack and hold my pistols at that point in life, she was valuable to me. She was an asset to me. I thought that I could put her to work. She was somebody that could be used, because they say that a woman, when she's in your life, no matter what your level of life is, she's supposed to multiply whatever it is that you're doing. You're supposed to get better at it. So if I met you and I had nicks, if I didn't go to bricks while I was with you, you probably weren't the woman for me. If I met you and I was a CDL truck driver, if I don't have a fleet in the middle of our relationship, you're probably not the woman for me. So that's another thing about the value of a woman. If she cannot add to what you have going on, she might not be the right woman for you, or the woman that she believes that she is. And that's all I wanted to say. And I landed my plane. I'm gone. Don't pay me no mind.
So what was the question now? After you just said that.
He cooked. He just cooked.
Yeah, he was cooking. It was like you forgot what's the question now?
Nah, that's it. Danny, you wanna jump in?
That was a mic drop. That was a mic drop.
Facts.
That was a mic drop.
You know what?
Okay, go ahead.
I just don't think that's the same. A man that's literally going around planting his seed in about 6 or 7 different women versus a woman that's allowing a man to plant a seed with her.
Okay.
That's the same thing when y'all
It's
creating
not.
it like
It's not. It's not.
it's
It's
Men are
not.
supposed to.
And
Men
so
are
hold on.
supposed to do that.
So let's do this, right? So
It's considered.
we'll take. So it's not the same, and I'm gonna tell you why it's exactly not the same. Like you said, young lady, men, right? I can go get 9 women pregnant tonight. I am
Right
a
now.
seed. I am a
Right now.
seed spreader. That's what I am. A woman
Right
gets
now.
pregnant by one man. She's on halt for 9 months. She's on halt. That coochie is closed for business for 9 months. I could go get 9 women pregnant tonight, then 9 women pregnant the next. I can go get 999 million women pregnant in 9 months. So it's not the same. We cannot. It just isn't. And so what
It's
we'll learn about
biology.
women is women want all of the privileges of men, but none of the accountability. And
Can I
that's
just
the
can I
issue
say
with
something?
women.
Can I say
Well,
something?
you said
Just like
something. You're saying something.
just like a woman can go and eat some pussy and come back from that. A man
Yeah.
can't do that. A man can't go suck no dick and come back from being gay.
On God.
I think, and I understand it from a biological standpoint, but what I'm saying as far as value, a woman is not gonna go and choose a man that has 5 different baby
You're
mamas, never married.
lying.
They
Hold
do
on,
it
You're
all the time.
lying, ma'am.
hold
That's
on.
life. That's what
Let me
they're doing.
You're
They
lying,
do
let me
it
ma'am.
all the
Come on,
time.
love. We gotta be
Yeah, I can't
Rose,
hear
you're
realistic,
you.
doing
love.
Hey,
bad
Rose.
tonight.
That's
Rose, you're
emotion.
doing
That's
bad
an
tonight.
emotion.
y'all gotta let
Go
me
ahead,
finish
Rose. Go
because
ahead,
I'll
Rose.
let y'all in all the time. What I'm saying
Okay.
is a woman, if she has an option to choose a man that has literally been planting his seed in every relationship or dating situationship, 5 or 6 different women, had kids, never got married, versus a man that has no children. Like, she's gonna choose him. I feel like a man that's literally planting his seed in every and all these different women, he has no discipline. How can you come into a relationship and provide any type of leadership and discipline to your household when you're not even disciplined enough to control your own penis in any type of situationship that you had? How is
Do
your
you know
value?
what the
How is your
magic
hold
eraser
on? How
is?
is your value more
I'm about to give
than a
it to you.
woman that's getting a
Hmm.
seed planted that had sex with
Because
different men?
you are taught from a very young age that your vagina is to be guarded and that it is valuable. You are taught as a very young lady, and even if it's not at the tender age of 4, 5, and 6, once you get to middle school where people start exploring things and touching things, you are told to guard that. And if you weren't told to guard that, if you were fast in middle school, as soon as you was giving that coochie up, you were ridiculed to no return. Men are not taught the same. And so then to
And they
refute
should
the
be.
neck, and then no, they shouldn't be, because once again, women want all of the privileges. That's just a perk of being a man. That's just a perk of being a man, just like there are some perks of being a woman. If me and you go out tonight, whether you are giving me coochie or not, I am expected to pay for your dinner. I am expected to get the tab at the bar. If me and you go to the hotel and you want to fuck me, I am expected to get the room. These are perks of being a woman, just like there are perks to being a man. You were taught that your coochie was exclusive. This is why these women go through life with this false belief that pussy is power, because you are taught this. And so you protect powerful things. You protect treasures. No one ever said that dick was a treasure. It's never been a thing that we were taught. But now let's get back to the basic, the question from the gun bus,
God
right?
damn.
You said that these women, right? This is what you said, that a woman wouldn't want a man with 5 kids because it would be the same as a woman being washed up with 5 children. And the magic eraser is there are a lot of men out here with 5 children and they're filthy fucking rich, and a woman's not thinking about those children. Why? Because money is what makes a man high value. It adds to it. A woman being high value is the exclusivity. Keep the pussy tight and the complaints would be down. I landed
Well,
my
that's
plane.
not what I said. I said if she had the option to choose between a man that has those 5 different baby mamas versus a man that doesn't have any baby mamas, she
Women
would
Since I
don't
get
want
probably
what
men that
you
choose the
other
one.
men
Hold
don't
on,
that
cause
Okay.
other women don't want though.
since I
Rose.
get
hold
what
on,
you're saying, but
cause y'all
it
don't
don't
listen.
change his value. So if she got an
Exactly.
option, it still don't change his value.
He's. I think
Cook sister.
her. She's
Like
Look
saying.
at
I,
Nick
I
Cannon.
gotta agree with the men on this one that a man's value and a woman's value is different.
Look at Nick
It's just
Cannon.
not the
Y'all love
same.
Nick Cannon. Look at
So
Future.
if I
Y'all
have an
love Future.
option to choose a guy who got 5 baby mamas and in my head he don't have no discipline, but I got a guy who don't have any children, this nigga over here got $10 million in the bank.
But
This
both of
nigga,
them,
this,
what
wait,
if
wait,
both
wait,
of them
wait. Let me
got ten
finish. Let
million
me finish.
dollars?
Because
It,
there's
She's
variables.
saying all things being equal, explicit,
What even with all things being equal,
with the exception of the
I'm
children. You know.
so most women are attracted to
that's
personality.
exactly
Let's
what I'm
start
saying,
there.
DJ.
How does this man make you feel? Because the guy who don't got no kids, he'll make you feel like shit. But this nigga over here with these 5 kids, oh, you smitten. because he whining, he
That's how he
dining
got the
you, he
5
treating
kids.
you right. That's how he got the 5 kids. That's the one you got the feelings for. You want to like that nigga who ain't got no kids, but you can't like him because your heart not there, right? But the guy over here, the way he making you feel is completely different. They value don't change, baby.
And what if they're exactly the same? Like what
You're
DJ
moving the
said, that's the hold
goalposts.
on.
I
Hold
would
on.
No,
What
argue.
DJ
You're moving
said,
the
that's
goalposts.
exactly
To
what
be
no,
clear,
she no
choose the
no.
man that don't have no kids. Especially if you don't have no kids, choose the man that
Yeah,
doesn't have kids.
They're
yeah.
not going to do that though. I would argue that
y'all don't
curiosity killed the
listen.
cat, right? So a lot of women, as we already know, they kind of want to know if they know he got a lot of kids or whatever the case, and they like him. They probably going to get
They
curious
want to
enough
see
to
what it be like. Yeah.
exactly. So
Look at
that's y'all
Future.
biology.
How
That's
he
how
get
y'all
his
Look at
move.
5
Future. Look at
kids.
Nick Cannon. Y'all love them too. Look at Future. Look at Nick Cannon. That's what 20 kids. How many baby mom between the two? And y'all
I
know
know broke
this.
niggas that got 5 baby mamas.
I know broke
I'm just
niggas that
using that
died,
because of just
okay,
people that we just know in general. Look at both of them.
and
Facts.
still get
Just
home.
two guys alone.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, it got real quiet when the facts get dropped right there, doesn't
Nah,
Dante,
it's
Ro-
not.
Facts.
It's
Rose
not
we
quiet.
always
processing.
Y'all.
She
win.
processing.
it?
Nah, y'all just
Rose,
don't
do you
listen.
have kids, Rose?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Hold on,
What
hold
I
on.
was
Can I
saying
ask
was,
Rose
if you
something?
have a
Can I
man,
ask?
two men that they both make you feel wonderful, both got the 10 million, whatever the case is. One has 5 baby mamas, one does not have 5 baby mamas. You mean to tell me men just gonna go for the one that have 5 baby mamas?
No,
That's
but
what
you
I'm
got to
saying.
understand that there's different variables in this still. Because
But
look, wait,
that's
wait,
not
wait,
the
wait, 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 wait,
hypothetical
wait, 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 wait,
situation.
wait. It's
That's not
equal,
the
right, for both
situation that
men.
I.
No,
That's
no,
not the
no. Wait,
hypothetical.
listen. It's equal for both men. But I have 3 children, right? I don't want no more kids. I don't want the man with no kids.
Yeah, we
I
understand.
don't want him.
Mhm.
It's gonna
That makes
always
sense.
be a variable.
Yeah, that
You
makes
got
sense.
kids, Rose?
I do.
Let me just ask you: is one of them a son?
I just have no. Mm-mm.
Okay,
I just
just
have one.
just hypothetical for any female on here that want to say that. And you know what, hey Hamp, I gotta agree with you. I
Yes,
gotta
sir.
say the real quick. We gotta shout. How you say Tandy, Thandi? Yeah, she. I don't know how she do that smile because I'm over here going through different
It's
pictures.
She
crazy.
practiced.
I'm
Shit
telling you.
crazy. Well, there's a whole nother story. But
Strong mouth,
um,
man. Strong mouth.
it's hey, that's good. But if you
Easy.
had a son, because it seemed like the goalposts keep getting shifted. If you had a son, would you tell your son to go deal with the shorty over there with the 3, 4 kids, or go get one without any kids at all?
I would probably tell him.
Be
Rose,
honest.
Come
Be
on,
honest.
come on now. Don't lie.
Rose,
Oh
Be
my
honest.
God,
It's taking too
Rose.
Rose.
long.
I
You
got
never
a
had
son
no
at
I,
home,
man.
and I
In
ain't
your
going.
house with 3
I
kids.
Rose,
made,
Son,
Start your
and
own
please.
legacy, son.
I'm gonna leave it there.
I would probably tell him to go with the one. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
would.
okay, cool, cool, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I'm
you
leaving.
put up that much of an argument when we were just literally just saying.
That's
But if
crazy.
the man with it's different when when y'all females have a son, the rules change.
I
Of
got
course
No,
they
2
do.
sons, and
I
I'm
don't think the rule
She
change. I just
hesitated.
think like how a man operates when he's single or don't have a commitment is kind of the way he's gonna operate when he's married. He is who he is, and if he doesn't have any discipline with his penis, what type of discipline is he gonna have when he get married or get into a committed relationship?
You
None.
Those are two different things, though. When we talking about just out here just chilling and actually going out here for a mission, if we out here just hey, I'm chilling and all I want to do is just smash, yeah, shit, we'll knock probably all y'all down. But if
how
we
do
But
y'all
actually
then,
think
want,
how do y'all
but
think
hold
our
on, it's a
ancestors
double
was
standard
married for
because
50,
then y'all
60
say y'all
years?
can't turn a hoe into a housewife. So what is it? Or no, that's different because we talking about men and
yeah, you
women.
saw, yeah, you just that's a whole nother
Always
topic
gonna be
now.
Different.
different.
It's
Always
That's
gonna be
totally
different.
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 Always.
It's
Majorly
different.
different.
Out
Yep.
here just chilling and smashing
You
is
just gotta
different from if
accept
I
it. It's
actually
okay.
want. It all depends on where that person is, where that man is at in his life. If he want a wife, okay, now yeah, show all them Jones over there. I don't care about the shorty at the club, wherever, none of that. No, we going through a whole different type of lane that we walking down. But
I
if we
don't know,
just
cause
smashing,
when Mac was out here, he said all the guys that's his age now, they were once single, now they're married and they're still cheating, they're still doing whatever they want to do. They're the
you still
same as when they were
that's
single.
still again that's still a
Mac
different dynamic.
story though.
That's still a
Mac,
different dynamic of what you talking about.
Mac was trying to
How?
make his point.
I don't think that our ancestors was married for 50 and 60 years because granddaddy wasn't out getting some pussy.
Oh yeah, they have
Married
separate
for 14 and a half years.
They
families.
got,
Yeah.
you feel me? They got whole other households and
Mhm.
families and
So
emotions.
let's move on from that. I feel like we was long winded on that, and it was super duper dope. The and how we'll wrap this up is the harsh reality is it's double standards. No matter how you want to put it, how you feel about it, we can do some shit that y'all can't do, just like y'all can do some shit that we can't do, and it just is. It's just society. It just is what it is. Like she said, y'all can eat coochie, scissor with women your whole 20s, and then get married and act like you're not gay when you're 30. A man sucks one penis, he's condemned to gayness for the rest of his life. It just is what it
Facts.
is. So you cannot want the perks of being a man because y'all don't want the accountability. Just like a woman right now could slash all my tires, bust all my windows out. Matter of fact, like the lady was on here, like HAMP said, bust me in the head with vases. And we laugh about it. That's crazy. You abuse that man. But if I bust you in your head with a vase, I need to be thrown under the jail. I'm worse as Diddy and XYZ.
Real shit.
I got a question for the men.
Yes, sir.
When should a man start providing for a woman financially?
Ooh.
Men.
Mm.
When he marries her.
So
Okay, Isaiah, what's your
You
answer?
know,
When should a
you know
man?
I'm gonna stick with my same answer, man. When y'all become exclusive and there is a plan of marriage for her, I think that
Okay,
it's start providing for her.
okay, cool. Melly, the specialist, talk to me. When should a man be providing for a woman financially?
I agree with the same thing, man. Once you actually feel as though that y'all reach that level and there's actually marriages on the table,
Okay,
um,
cool.
no problem.
Hellcat. When should a man start providing for a woman financially?
I learned the hard way recently. So they can decide they no longer interested after you done, spend whatever. You can pay for X amount of dates or whatever. So I now agree with what they saying. We gotta be on the course to marriage. We gotta be in deep. Otherwise, like I lost. Listen, it's bad. It's bad. So yeah, I agree with them. I agree with them.
So I'm looking at the eyes of all these beautiful ladies, right? And this is the funniest shit ever because I see so much disagreement in their faces. And hold up, because I let y'all
They don't like none
and
of this.
so what we're because we're going to get back. We're gonna let the ladies cook though. We're going to come back to the men for the rebuttal, right? But I'm going to go from left to right and just answer the question, and then we'll get into why people feel the way they do or why they feel the way that they don't. Explicit. When do you think that a man should be providing for a woman financially?
As soon as I give him some pussy. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
Um,
cool. No, no, I'm about to
no,
say,
no, 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 no.
please
I,
leave
I,
it.
I was
Okay.
just kidding. I was just kidding.
Yes, just
I
when,
honestly, I honestly
and
agree
no
with what
explanation. When?
I, hon-
Okay,
I agree with what they said. When we on the path of marriage, I think you should start
okay,
acting like
cool. Miss Corey, when do you think that a man should be providing for you financially?
I don't really know a time frame. I was a stay-at-home girlfriend before I became a stay-at-home wife. But I showed him wife qualities in myself before he did all of that.
Okay,
So
okay, cool. Mars, when do you think that a man should be? We're gonna get to that. Trust me. When do you think nothing gets by me? Trust me. When do you think that a man should start providing for a woman financially?
I think that it should be when they have reached, yeah, to that point of marriage type thing. I would be okay with that.
Okay.
Being
Mrs.
yeah.
Mrs. Mrs. Rose, when do you think?
Did you say financially or just provide
I
period?
said find anything. Let's go finances. When should a man start providing for a woman financially?
Although I do think it's different levels to providing financially, I think that when they become exclusive, he should start providing.
Okay. Mrs. Powell, when do you think that a man should be providing financially?
I don't think it's before marriage. You need to be married. Then I'll provide, in my opinion.
Okay.
If you're not,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Before we go a little bit deeper in this, does everybody, for all the ladies that's in the comments, because let me go look at some of the comments. And everybody come over to my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Nothing But the Truth Podcast. Nothing But the Truth Podcast. Make sure y'all hit the likes. Make sure y'all hit the super chats before we dive into this. So I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I got a lot of fake answers out of you women, and that's just my opinion. And I could be 1,000% wrong. I think that explicit actually said what 96% of the women are thinking. As soon as you give this man some pussy, that this man should be providing for you. But DJ Hamp, I started with you, so I'm going to go back to Hamp. What's up, bro? Why do you think that a man should not be providing for a woman until we're thinking about marriage or married?
I think it's just orderly, right? There's a commitment that's understood under the Most High, and that's the charge of the man, right? To protect,
Mm,
provide, kill, and die for her in that order.
mm.
So it's pretty
Okay.
simple.
Okay. Cool. Miss Explicit, why do you feel that way?
So I was married before, and it was the order of operations for us. Like, so I said that because I know that's what women think, but that's not how I feel, right? But when he and I got together, he didn't start to provide, because when we say provide, we mean pay the bills, right? Not just he kicking out a couple dollars.
I'm talking about a couple dollars, gifts, all of that. Well, like, yeah,
See, I
financial.
think that's different.
Okay, so let me make this crystal clear. Let's get back to the beginning then.
It's levels.
I'm talking about nail money, hair money, massage money, gift, bags. When
Oh,
should
I'm
a
going back to
man?
my previous answer. As soon as I give you some pussy.
So you're a prostitute.
No, I'm not a prostitute, but you
Okay,
expect
cool.
something from
asking.
me, right?
That's what that would be.
So here's the thing. I'm not asking you to pay me, and I'm not asking you to give me that for some pussy. What I'm saying
What
is,
you just said.
because once I get to a level of where I'm comfortable enough to open my legs for you, that means we have solidified that we like each other. That means that we solidified that I will reciprocate the same energy. It means we have gotten to a place where
I'm giving you penis, ma'am. That's your payment. I'm giving you penis. That's your payment. You're giving me coochie. I'm giving you penis. A fair exchange.
Equal exchange, yeah.
Right, but for me,
but what though? How is it, if it's an equal exchange? How is there a but?
Because
sorry.
Hold on, stop.
Didn't you just
If
say that
your
women
vagina
are
and my
images?
dangaling is an equal, because we're talking about an equal exchange. Now there's no double standard. Hold
No.
up. If you said equal, hold up, ma'am. Explicit. You said, like I said, you agreed. And this is an equal exchange. So no double standards can be here when it's an equal. It's
okay.
So if it's an equal exchange for your coochie and my dangaling, why is it that I got to give you dangaling and dollars attached? What am I paying for?
Get them explicit.
But didn't you say
Picture that
women are taught that exclusivity, right? Women are taught to guard the vagina. I'm not giving my vagina to just any fucking body. So when we get to a point where I feel like we can lay down,
really?
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening, baby. Yeah, when you get to a point, So when you get to a point when you want to give your vagina to this man,
absolutely, the energy will be reciprocated on my end. It's not just you spending money at that point. It's us doing nice things for each other, because that's where the relationship should go.
Really?
I'm not a woman who believes that a man has to pay all my bills. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not one of those. Like when we not married. Don't get me wrong, because married. But I'm talking about what we talk about, like in a relationship. In a relationship, you ain't got to pay all my bills. But I do believe that the reciprocation is key.
But what if I'm reciprocating dangaling? Like why does dollars come in? If you like me, and let me just, if you like me, I like you. The stuff that you got between your legs is fire. The stuff I got between my legs is fire. Why is that not it? Why does money come into it? You have your own money, you have your own house, you're in charge of your maintenance. I have my own money, I have my own house, I keep my haircut. Where does the money come in at?
Because I'm not messing. Huh?
No, let her talk. Let her talk.
Remember,
let her talk though. Let her talk. Go ahead. What you say?
Because I'm not laying down with somebody who I don't see a future with. So again, it's about. I'm trying to tell you, I've been single for 3 years for a reason, and I consider myself to be a unicorn, a mythical creature, impossible to catch. You can talk to these niggas if you want to. They'll tell you that I ain't fucked them. Like, I don't get down like that. But I also know that I also don't think like a lot of other women. And you can ask anybody who in my life. I just feel like at some point the energy has to be reciprocated. I feel like a lot of men complain that the energy not reciprocated. If you doing shit for me, I'm gonna do shit for you too. So it's not just that you laying pipe. It's that you paid for my nails, and then I was like, you know what? I bought us tickets to the concert.
But
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that what you're getting away from is what I'm saying is this, right? And I want this to be crystal clear. So are you saying that me and you cannot like each other, right? I mean, pardon me, that me and you like each other, and we're having sex and we're enjoying sex. You're saying, because you said once the sex happens, this is where the fun should start coming in. That's what you said. That's not my words. I'm not putting them in your mouth. Is it impossible for me and you to deal with each other for a nice period of time and sex be the only exchange? Like, is it unprotected sex that makes me have to spend on it? Is it like how many times I have sex with you that makes me have to spend on it? When do we get into he's did this to my body this amount of time? So now, like, why is money ever in the equation?
Well,
That's
that
where
was
I'm getting
what you
lost.
asked. That was the question.
Hold on, real quick. Can I just want to jump in real
What's
quick?
the
Truth.
expectation of when he should start spending? Yes, it's possible for us to like each other and be having sex without the expectation of any money being spent. But the question was, what is the expectation, right? Nobody's gonna be like, there is no expectation, we just fucking. Nobody's gonna say that. Because
Can I ask a quick
you
question?
expect a man to start spending money.
I just want to ask this quick question, True. Maybe, and you can ask it. You know, maybe you can ask because this is crazy to me. Just like how he just said, where is the equal thing? Because it seemed like basically when it come to y'all vagina, I guess the question really is, what is the actual equal value to y'all vagina? Because it seemed like dick isn't. It seemed like it's dick.
Wait, how y'all want to be equal?
Dicks and, what? No. Just because he literally asked you if I'm giving you dick and you giving me this, that should be a fair exchange. But it don't seem like that. You just literally just said a whole lot of stuff. So really, again, True, whenever you want to, I'm curious too now.
And I want to answer.
Dick is not the same. Dick is not the equal
exchange. Men
exchange.
and women hold different moral value. Like we were taught different.
Mm-hmm. So here's the gag, right? Like my man HAMP said, and I love this phrase. Your vagina has been defiled, ma'am. And most of you have had children. Dick doesn't get wore down. Vagina does. I'm not getting some new spring chicken vagina. I'm not getting vagina fresh out the wrapper. I'm not even probably getting gently used vagina. We are getting vaginas for the most part that niggas are jumping off the turnbuckle elbow. Niggas spit all in it. Like, so why is it that we would have, I mean, let's keep it, come on. I mean, is shit, am I lying? So with that being said, right? You done gave birth out of this coochie. This coochie has been pile drived and choke slammed and everything else under the sun. What would make you think that you could sit in front of a highly sought after man? Because I won't even do high value. That could be any lame ass nigga. I'm talking about a highly sought after man. What would make you think in a million years that once I start cracking you, at some point money has to be into it? That's transactional. So if it's for sale, let me ask you, what would be the price? Give me a flat price. Well, what's the price?
You talking to me? I don't have no price.
Now we're going to shift the goalpost to the left side. Man, you can't make this up, man. You can't make this up.
Make this make sense to me, okay?
Gotta be talking about the man you want.
I'm a person who deals with life. So make this make sense for me. The question was, at what point is the expectation that a man has to spend money? Nobody's going to say there is no expectation that a man does not have to spend any money. So there's going to be an answer to the question. I answered the question. Now, what I'm saying is, in addition to that, is that I also have a moral compass. I'm not laying down with a man that I don't see a fucking future with, period. That's just not how I get down. So if I'm laying down with him, then yes, the expectation is that he starts to do nice things for me because I'm going to do the same. And that's what I said. I don't see where we got misconstrued at.
So I think what Truth is saying is to your point explicit when you say that I'm not laying down with the man, he starts to do nice things for me. I think that's when the conversation becomes transactional. It's almost like the value of the penis is depleted or decreased comparable to that of the value of the pussy. You know what I mean?
But I'm not saying that he has to.
Is we're saying, yo, at the point that you're giving me this coochie, I'm also giving you this dick. That's equal. That's an equal exchange. But what you're saying is that the point that you start giving up that coochie, he needs to start doing nice things.
No. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I didn't say he needed to do anything. The question was, what's the expectation?
Yes.
And the expectation is that if I'm laying down with you, because at this point, I see a future with you. Now, I'm only speaking for me. Right. I see a future with you.
Redundant.
We go together at this point.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Semantics.
Are you serious right now?
No, sis,
but you're playing semantics.
Yeah, because all jokes aside, Miss Explicit. So are you telling me, how old are you if you don't, you said 43, correct?
43.
And are you telling me that every single man that you laid down with, you were in a relationship with?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, I'm just
What
asking.
I'm
I'm not.
saying
I'm
is
not. Hold on.
now.
I'm just asking
I'm saying
you.
now the
Right. And so,
expectation.
how is it that your value could decrease, but your standards are actively increasing? How is that? Because this is my thing as a man, and I'm just being real with you for a second. I'm not bashing or none of that.
I got you.
There were men before me that cracked you with no expectations. Like, let's not act like we've all made the perfect sexual choices, like going through these
No, they had
phases.
expectations too.
So let me ask you this: has there ever been a man ever in life that had sex with you that did not spend money on you?
Yes.
I rest my case.
I'm
That's how we
43.
living.
I'm done. I'm
We're
going.
talking about how because you live and you learn. We're talking about where I am now as opposed to where I was before. It's not that the standard it's my own standard.
Yeah.
I don't want to casually have sex with men. That's my option. I choose not to.
I'm done.
Did
I'm
I
not
do
even
it
in it.
before? Yes. But in this moment at 43 years old, I choose not to do that. I don't see what's wrong with that.
No, I agree with you. I think that
Nothing.
I 100% agree with the evolving and the
I don't
maturing.
think there's nothing wrong with having standards. I think it makes them
Transaction.
sometimes seem to men that it might be extremely high. Like,
I'm just saying, fucking niggas for fun is no fun no more. Like I'm
no,
43.
And so
Fucking
with
with
that
every-
being with that
Keyword, no
being said,
more.
hold up though. Because with that being said, you are actively admitting that you fucked for fun. And at some point in your life, fun was fun fucking. It wasn't financial fucking. It was fun fucking. But now at this big age, you're going to give me something because I know what it's like to have a wet ass and leave with nothing. Is that a fair assumption?
I'm a relationship type girly. I've always been in a relationship. I do long-term relationships.
But you have fucked men that you have not been in a relationship with, ma'am.
Absolutely. Let me finish.
And it's not just one, right? Because let's be.
Let me finish.
Ham, go ahead, Ham. I'm done. I like her.
Because I'm just saying, like y'all are setting a standard for my entire life, and I'm just telling you where I am now.
Yeah,
Where I was is completely different.
We respect that. We respect
yeah,
that.
nigga, it all matters, you know. And I think the thing is, oh, sorry, Mars been chilling for a minute. I don't want to go on a soliloquy. She hasn't spoken yet. Mars, you want to talk? What you
Oh,
think?
I honestly, when I had something to say, I didn't forgot. Now I'm just listening.
I seen you like doing like the try to get in. I can't remember
Yeah,
what point it was
it was
in.
like a little double dutch, but I got hit by the rope, so I
We
just
keep trying to set our own standards for shit, right? We think we're trying to make up our own rules, and that's where we keep messing up.
yeah.
Right? There's rules and guidelines that are in place, but we keep trying to skirt them. Like, here's an honest question that is disheartening. How many niggas have you had sex with before you cooked for them? Think about that. Right? You dropped your drawers, you never made them a sandwich. And then we want to try to act like we doing things the right way all of a sudden. Shit is ass backwards. And that's why we keep failing. We keep trying to guess the game when the game is written down for us. There we go, Mars. Now you made the squinty face. Talk your shit.
So I'm
that's
thinking
true.
not about the question
That's
that you
that's
asked,
very
but
true.
just about the reaction prior to even being sexually active with any guy or whatnot. Me cooking or whatever, it's just like, oh no, what you cooking for me for? Help. And then you get scared, and I'm like, huh? It's like,
Wait. You had a man that got nervous because you cooked for him?
Mhm.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I
What?
got to call cap on that because we
Yeah, I
ain't
ain't
gonna play
what? You
that
cook
game
for
right
me?
there.
I keep you around a little
Yeah.
longer.
So I've
What
had men be like, I don't want you to cook for me, and I'd
What
be
did you
like,
cook?
it's just food. Like,
Nah, come on.
Because he don't have no expectations of being in no relationship with her. He trying to make sure that he set the bar like,
I'ma still take
if
the
you cook,
food, even if I don't have the
that means you trying to
expectation.
be in a
I'ma still cook
relationship,
for
and
you.
he trying to make crystal clear that is not what he's trying
exactly.
to do.
Her
Yep.
kitchen must be
It's-
dirty. Fuck all the boys. That kitchen must
yeah,
be
I
dirty.
mean,
Something ain't.
you,
Fuck that. Nigga
I've
gonna
never
eat.
seen it.
Nigga not
My
turning down no
kitchen
meal.
you
It
got
was
heterosexual men up here. We ain't turning down no
Let me
damn
see the
meal.
kitchen.
Like,
Let
come
me
on,
see
we
the
ain't doing
kitchen.
that.
I gotta see the kitchen.
Yeah, we
Let me
ain't
see the
putting.
kitchen. Let me see the kitchen.
There
Fuck the
not be no
bullshit.
dark spots
Somebody
around
see
the
the road.
burners, man.
My kitchen is not filthy.
Like,
Not
nah,
filthy.
yeah.
Not filthy. You gotta watch
It's
these
not
words.
dirty.
He
It's
tried to,
not filthy. It's not
Dark
dirty.
spots around your burners.
Show me. Shit. Show me. My fault.
he saw them
Yeah.
noodles in the pantry. That's why.
Like
Noodles.
we ain't doing that. We ain't
Ramen in
running
the
from the
pantry.
meal. We might let you know it's nasty, but we taking that meal.
No.
I
No.
think that women start to put in value literally when they really realize that she's not really being chosen. You know, they're like two type of women. Women that have like, you know, like dealership Kit Kat. You know, when a man comes on the lot, he came with the purpose to buy. Some women are like enterprise, pick it up on Monday, drop it off Wednesday, pick up, you know, still crumbs in the seat, juice in it, and men know that. So when a
That's
woman
stupid.
knows that she's being chosen, and I think when she finds out, well, no, when a woman assumes that she's being chosen and finds out that she's really not for whatever reason, then she starts to put a price like, I'm going to really make him pay. Because I think a lot of women give it up a lot sooner than when they want to admit and don't make them pay anything. But when they find out that you're not the one, then that's when they get a little vindictive and then they want to start saying cash out. That's
Yeah,
kind of
they
what I
give it up
think.
a whole lot easy for seafood, for extra butter and garlic. We know the routine.
Okay.
See, and that's just what I mean. Like my journey was different. Like
We being honest.
I went through some shit, right? Which completely changed my whole outlook on life. I ain't gonna get into my issues and shit, but I went through some shit that changed my outlook on life. So it's just who I connect myself to now is completely different from how I was before. And it don't got nothing to do with me upping my value. It's got everything to do with me looking at life completely fucking different.
Damn. So what does a man say? Explicit. Like what does he say now? So he got you when you had this awakening and all that. But then other men have access to your body for little to nothing, and he got to pay full price. What is how does that conversation go?
It's not that he's paying full price. Again,
Well,
I'm not.
I'm saying his number is much higher than the men before him. What how does this go? How does this conversation? What's the thought process?
I'm you. What you're doing is you trying to make it sound like there is a even a monetary value on it, right? It's not. It's.
Mhm.
What?
How'd you get?
I'm sorry. Help me understand.
How'd you get that? Okay.
Because what else could we be talking about?
No,
All
not
I said was how I connect my. I said my standard didn't change. I'm just very selective on who I allow into my space.
All he asked you was how was the conversation like since you
And,
had
and
this
I
awakening?
but I
What?
stated
How?
the standard didn't change. So to say that the man before him had to jump through hoops, he didn't have to. This guy don't have
What's
to
the
either. I'm just
conversation though,
very
sweetheart?
selective on. It's not what he doing for me. It's how I feel. Do that
Interesting.
make sense?
No, because we still trying to figure out what's the conversation. He literally just said it. What's the conversation like now
But
with you have?
he said, "What's the conversation like now that that the last guy didn't have to do what the new guy did?" And it's
well,
not that the okay,
yeah, XL, not the last guy specifically, but the guys that didn't have to do all these things that the new man now has to do since you've come into yourself, so to speak. Right. And we think that these relationships are substantive because we were with people for a long time. But if you didn't marry them, it's a long situationship. It's a short situationship. Somebody's still able to access your body without actually committing to you. Right. He can leave when he wants. So we try to place value on things that are arbitrary. So I'm asking, what's the difference between now and then, aside from the guy that you were married to before?
the difference between now and then is I did a lot of caring for people prior to, right?
Okay.
So now whenever somebody asks me, would I get married again? My answer is yes, but I would need to feel like I'm being cared for too in the process, right? So that is literally the only difference because I did a whole lot of me being the person who fucking built the businesses and fucking, stood by him through the bullshit and this time I want to feel cared for. I want to feel like it's being reciprocated. That's the only difference. I ain't asking for a nigga to go spend $50 million on me. Like that's not what I'm asking for. He don't gotta jump through hoops. All he got to do is be a caring and our morals and she got to align. I'm not my standards ain't through the roof.
I really hate
Mm.
when women ask for petty stuff anyway. This is my big deal. Get my hair done, my nails done.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I think all that stuff is petty anyway. If I was a man looking for a quality woman, you start asking for that, I'm not even considering you anyway. You should have had your ish together. So I just hate even just a low ranking of take care of this, that, and the other. I mean, that's
Yeah,
just petty. A woman should be trying to get married. And I said this I think before. Well, it doesn't matter, but you should be trying to get to the banker, not the bank. Get to the man. The man should be the focus, not give me a couple coins. You know what I mean? That's not it. I don't want you to breadcrumb me. I'm trying to get to the loaf of the bread, which is the man. So I think women just sometimes like I don't know, they're just going for the wrong thing, and they project that, and then that's how they get treated. I've never known any quality woman to actually feel like she need to put a price or say give me or do any of that.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't have a price tag. Like I went through some health issues in the last 3 years that made me be like, I want to feel like I'm cared for. That is the only standard that I upped when it comes to meeting men. Which is why if I don't feel like the personality that you bring into me is one that is of caring value, like I'm good. Which is why I'm very selective on who I let into my circle now.
Let me just ask this question then, since why is he fucking you if he ain't marrying you?
Who? I just said that I'm not fucking.
Whomever. This is zoom out, right? Why is he fucking you if he not marrying you?
Well, that was the mentality before. That was my point. Y'all keep smacking y'all lips and turning y'all head when I tell you that I'm not doing that now.
You saying he has to marry you in order to have sex with you?
No. I'm saying
Now,
that we need to establish a relationship.
I know.
That
This
is
is what I'm asking.
that
Excel.
we are establishing a relationship and
I
connecting for
understand.
marriage. You know what
I
I'm saying?
understand. I'm asking you, why is he fucking you without marrying you? Because every time you set this arbitrary standard about establishing a relationship, aside from the guy you divorced from, you separating from these men and they access your body in for free. So why are they fucking you without marrying you? Because we got to set a real standard. Because the guideline we keep trying to create ain't working.
Right, but that's why I'm saying like it's not at 43 years old. I'm not fucking every nigga who come into my life.
I
I'm
ain't saying
not.
you was. I ain't
No, no,
saying you
no. I didn't say
was. Okay.
you said that. I'm
My
just
bad. My
saying
bad.
like my standard in that instance has changed because, and I won't even say it's changed. I never was a person who was
Look,
fucking every nigga.
look,
But
look at this, Shelly. Right? Truth got married in 4 months.
Oh, shit.
I got married in 3 months.
Damn, you beat me.
Why is he fucking you and not marrying you when
I
you got this new standard for yourself? You see?
I was engaged to my husband in 4 months and married him a year later.
All right, cool. Now
I'm
I'm
saying
talking
like
about
I don't
now.
feel like it
now,
take
we
all that
talking
fucking
about now,
time.
sweetheart.
Like
So I'm talking about now,
We talking
beloved.
about now, sweetheart.
Like you see what I'm saying though, Excel? You see,
I'm
because
not
you got
dating anybody right now.
I'm
That's the
not
part y'all not
saying you
getting.
But you've had sex after your husband, after you got divorced. Have you? Yes or no?
I have.
And so why were you letting these men fuck you, but they weren't marrying you? What about you is good enough to
Because
fuck, but not good enough to marry?
because mentally I wasn't in a space where I was even
Oh, so you turned
thinking
down
about marriage.
proposals. You turned down proposals.
4.
Okay, cool.
Damn.
okay.
That
Yeah,
was
but
tough right
you
there.
see, we just because we trying to set a standard for ourselves and it does not work.
No,
Right? You have
I
to set the
agree.
go ahead.
But
Sorry.
I just hate that as I'm talking, it's like because I'm saying what my standard is and it's not being believed. You know what I'm saying?
So let me say this, right? And I just want to go off because I was the one that was kind of questioning, the things that you were saying, not saying that they weren't believable. I was saying they were a tad bit far fetched. So it wasn't that I don't believe you, right? Your standards are your standards, and no one in this world can tell you what your standards are or what they shouldn't be, right? I'm not fucking you. I'm not dating you. I'm not courting you. I don't have to live your life. Only you can live that, right? As a life and relationship expert, what I'm trying to get you to understand is I don't want you to be like a majority of women in society who weaponize their vagina. Now, let me cook. I am not saying that you are weaponizing yours, but what will usually happen is when women are not getting the desired result from having sex, or they have a certain amount of failed relationships, they feel like, well, let me pull the pussy back because the pussy is the problem. And what you have to understand is that if you ask a majority of men, whether they are in this chat or out in society, if you say, why didn't that relationship work, my good brother? A man will never say it was because she gave me the coochie too fast or the coochie too much. And so what'll usually happen is women associate coochie with a failed relationship, and your coochie is not the reason that the relationship failed.
I
Leave
agree
you
with
with
that. I don't
so
have that. I don't
let me
have that
cook.
mindset.
Right. So I'm not saying you, but I'm saying usually women cannot women cannot wait to pull back the vagina, and the vagina is not the issue. And so when you start weaponizing your vagina, which means that you're giving it to a man with a desired outcome, you are actually setting yourself up for more disappointment because the expectations are higher for the vagina. I tell any woman in America, if you lay down with a man, it should be for one reason and one reason only: not to make him your husband, not to make him your man, not to get any gifts, not to get any trips. The only reason that you should be giving a man man your body is because you absolutely want to. Because that way, if it does not go your way, if he does not become your man, if he does not marry you, if he does not even court you the way that you feel like you should be courted, you did it because you wanted to do it. It's like going to buy a designer purse that you can't afford, but you had to have it. Can't nobody tell you that was a bad purchase. I don't care who it is. I wanted that bag. I needed that bag. I sleep with that bag under my pillow. And that's just my case. But no, I'm not telling you not to have standards. You are, listen, have your standards. Now, expecting somebody to respect your standards is a whole different can of worms. That's all I want to say.
I agree. I think we on the same page.
I wasn't laughing at you because I don't ever want you to think like like, first of all, I love black women, everything. I love women and everything about them. I uplift women. I've counseled over 60,000 women. So I don't ever want you to get up here and think that it's ever a bashing session. Whatever you went through, whatever you survived through, because some of us survive through things, not just go through them, right? So whatever it is that you survived through, it would never be me to tell you to ever discount yourself, because can't nobody make me discount me. You better believe that. I think I'm worth 70 million just to see me breathe. So with that being said, just because I believe it don't mean that somebody's going to pay it. You dig what I'm saying?
No,
and so I don't want you to go out here and actively date, and not that you're overvaluing your vagina because it's yours. And if you say it's worth gold, then it's worth gold. But I want you to know, because you're a nice looking lady. So I'm pretty sure you probably like dealing with established and nice looking guys. And usually when you deal with established and nice looking guys, they're going to be looking at you like, well, you want me to jump through all of these hoops for something that nobody else jumped through hoops for. And I know you said they don't have to jump through hoops. But essentially, if I got to wait and if I got to damn near be your man, that's some hoop jumping. Respectfully.
I hear you.
I guess the ultimate question then would be for any woman, since you all say that our values and exclusivity, and you can have more women and
discernment. There you go. Because I know where you're going. Discernment. Pick and choose. Like women that's like, and I mean this not in the most non-boisterous way. And thank y'all so much for the super chats. I mean this in the most non-boisterous way, right? Women who sleep with men like me, they have a type. And my type is, like the lady said, unicorn. Somebody said that earlier, and it resonated with me. I'm a unicorn. They don't make men like me every day. They don't walk like me. They don't talk like me. My teeth are straight as drug money. I'm educated. I'm funny. I'm witty. My bank account is loaded. My back is big. Respectfully, there's not a lot of that out there. So with that being said, right? With that being said, women that like to sleep with men like me, they are picky. They're selective. And I know that you're not effing me because you F every minute you come in contact with. You effing me because to not do it, you got to just be losing your mind, respectfully. Now that that's out the way, though, I'm married now. I used to be a dog. I'm married now. With that being said, though, man, I just didn't want you to think that I was bashing you or attacking you. I want y'all to hit the likes. We here.
I didn't feel like that.
Okay, cool. I'm going, Hamp. My fault, Hamp.
Because I know
how they'll depict it. I know, because I know how they'll depict that. And so whenever you get a man that knows how to articulate himself intellectually, they'll call me sassy. They'll say I'm gay. They say that I'm bashing on black women. I am married to a black woman and she don't lift a fucking pinky. So with that being said, I already know how they'll try to depict that. And what'll happen is, and not her, but a lot of these women have very overly used vaginas, and then they try to place this high pedestal like this, like your coochie needs an oil change, but you're trying to sell it to me as if it's brand new off the lot. And it's like, man, be for real. And that's all I wanted to say. But I'm going. My plane has landed.
Which one?
Everyone. I'm a lander, bro. I'm a lander.
I love it. I love it.
I'm a lander.
It's like you got to follow that now. How you follow that?
Easy though, effortlessly. I'm just speaking in my truth. That's all.
Yeah, I think it's a dope convo. Like, Mars, if I could ask you a question, how much do you think you value yourself?
How much do I think I value myself?
Yeah.
Oh, I value myself a lot.
Like, always?
Yeah, 100%.
And this is not an invasive question. It could be rhetorical because I think I know the answer. Is, have you ever slept with a man you regret? And when I ask that question, most women say yes. And then I repeat the question. Well, how much do you value yourself?
So willingly, right?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I haven't slept with a man that I regret.
Okay. Yeah, I've asked that question numerous of times, and most like 99% of the women say, yeah, there's a nigga in the past for sure.
I
So
think
Mars,
all
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
I think
no,
all women have a man that they regret, but I think it's not what you think. I don't think it's, oh, I slept with him and now I feel bad about it. It's, I slept with him and he fucking flipped the script, or I should have seen this shit before we started fucking, or it's the regret afterwards, right? It's
Mm.
finding out who he really is that make you regret sleeping with him. Not
can't hear you.
necessarily when in the moment you wanted to sleep with him. I slept with him because I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But then after
Mm.
Y'all
spending
hear her?
time with him and realizing like he not who he said he was, or he on some bullshit, then you realize like, oh, okay,
Am
I
I tripping?
should have never did that. I think
Mars,
all
Mars,
so it's
how old are you?
right
Mars, how
or
old are you? Mars,
I'm
how
30.
old are you?
I'm
You're
30.
30. Yeah, I figured you were a little bit young. I can see it. I see the youth fall in you, right? So let me ask you this, right? Just curious. I'm just one of those inquisitive type of people.
I can't hear.
The guy
Am I tripping?
that the guy that you that didn't want you to cook for him, did he have access to your body?
No, not yet.
So so you
Mm-mm.
still talk to him?
He had no, he hadn't. Like we don't talk anymore because I already knew what time it was when he was on that type of time. So no, we don't
So you
deal.
never had sex with him?
No.
All right, cool. Never mind then. My case is
Yeah.
closed.
Yeah, no. I dodged a bullet there. But yeah, so as far as like the regret thing, is it so when you describe like the regret, I look at it more as shame, right? Like I'm kind of ashamed that I had sex with this man and he
Mm.
kind of flipped the script on me. So at that point it would be me like that's an internal thing, like an internal battle. That's something that's self-inflicted upon me. And I don't have those. Like, yeah.
Okay, now
Hmm.
to be fair, this is YouTube, so we do all have our drawers on the outside of our pants. You know, we superheroes, right? So
Mm.
usually, as YouTubers, as you guys realize, we don't do shit wrong, right? We got all the answers. You know, I
Mm.
guess I'm speaking to the people in the back, the average people. They look very similar to us, right? One of them name is DJ Hamp, the other one name is Mars, the other one name is Rose, right? But they like aliases. They're not actually us, you know? And so Rose in college, right? Well, I'm telling you, I was beautiful at one time, I swear to God. I'm a Q. I played football in college, right? I got straight teeth. I used to go to their room looking like the Hamburglar, right? Wrapped up because I didn't want nobody to know I was going to her room, you heard? And then I get that post nut clarity. Now I'm walking like my dog died and shit. So I guess I'm the only one that had these experiences. So I shut up.
Yeah, no, I haven't had sex with
Well,
anybody
you
who
don't
I
know who the Hamburglar is, huh? You only 30. Damn.
no, I do know who the hamburger is, actually.
Damn. Rose, my
See,
joke got fucked up because she don't even know who the Hamburglar is,
I
you know?
do know who he
Oh
is.
man.
I don't.
Ronald
You got
McDonald.
you got kids, Mars?
I do not. I do not have any children. Absolutely not.
You ever been engaged?
But I love them enough to give them back. Huh?
Have you ever been engaged?
No. Actually, no, yeah, no. I'm not. No.
You would know if you've been engaged,
Yeah,
sweetheart.
no.
you
Almost, but no.
I'm only asking that to try to see that because for the most part, like I said, I mean, we can see that you're pretty much young. I don't think you really experienced this deep world of relationship just yet. What was your longest relationship?
My longest relationship was 3 years.
Why did it end?
Moving, distance. Yeah.
See, like, yeah, I
She
don't think
tender. She
she
tender.
yeah,
Yeah.
She
she's still
tender. Okay.
Not a,
working
That's
behind the
good.
ears back there. So like this level of conversation, that'd be
I,
pretty
I
deep
have a
right
I
there.
have a question for the ladies, right? And it's just a yes or no question. Have any of you beautiful young ladies ever been fumbled? No, there's no women on
I think
here.
my ex-husband fumbled me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said, yeah. I think my ex-husband
Yes,
fumbled me.
yes. Is every
mhm.
woman on here been fumbled?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I dated
Okay.
women before I met my husband. He was my first boyfriend. So I don't
Do
know.
you think he fumbled you though? Like, did he fumble? Like, would you be like he left something good, or like did he fumble you?
Who me?
She said she only been with one guy.
No, I dated women before my husband. Before my husband, he was my first
Oh, okay.
boyfriend. So
Well,
yeah.
well, listen, man. This
Oh,
was.
that's how you talk to
I
me.
was getting ready to go somewhere with this, man, but you know what, man? This was a pleasure. I'm tired. I'm taking my black ass to bed. I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. And yeah, I'm gone. Easy money.
You know what time it is, man.
I promise to tell the truth. I promise to tell the truth. The whole truth. You think he going crazy over the Gucci? He going crazy over the shelter. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. How I really doing? That's game. They playing. I told her take this plan B and stop playing. I'm trying to buy insurance, feeling about some land. They still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. Pillow talking to these hoes, that shit weak.